And welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
All of a sudden, Captain turns into fucking Horatio from CSI, and he goes, we'll have to start calling him Gel, and he takes off his sunglasses. Crimewater.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Thank literally one roll I can make that this fails. It's okay, I got a 30.
The Salty Boys Podcast.
Besides this podcast.
Yeah. Speaking of dumpster fire.
Chicken butt.
Yeah, so sorry for waiting until like today to upload. I totally forgot that I had to actually like work on it. I forgot that it doesn't just magically appear on Pinecast and I'm done.
I'm gonna use it as a reference later on, but sort of that it's starting to ending.
Whoa, hang on a second. Are you saying that someone other than me is going to reference a previous episode of the podcast?
I mean, I'll try. As the DM, maybe.
Remember that one episode where we blew up the moon?
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Do you remember that episode where we blew up the moon?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Well, that makes one of us.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm surprised.
You were just a little drunk.
Oh, a little bit.
Drunky boy.
We can't get drunk on a podcast. When can we? Thought this was America.
That's true.
home.
At work, preferably.
Drinking at work. This isn't Britain in like the 1890s.
I mean, why not?
Bring back work beers.
Give me 3 good reasons you shouldn't get blackout drunk at work tomorrow.
Well, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
Okay. That's one. There you go.
There's
so
one.
you can't even give me one good reason.
I can't. Yeah,
I
fair.
teach kids tomorrow.
Okay.
In the words of Michael Jordan, fuck them kids.
Also in the words of Michael Jordan, stop. Get some help.
No, yeah. Damn, it's been a hot minute since we played like a sit-down session of Saltmarsh.
It's also been a hot minute since we've played 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, is Simmons coming? Or were you joking? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I texted him a lot.
Salt March.
I
That's
texted
fine.
him his legal names in 3 separate messages.
He'll get it
We
in 3
will-
weeks, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It was delivered.
We will get just as much done without
Maybe
Francis. Probably more.
There would be significantly less things blown up.
Mm-hmm.
And significantly less splinter stories.
Right. So, unfortunately, you missed the microscope session.
I did.
Oh, by the way, did anyone like... I know I just uploaded it today, but did anyone see the name of it?
No, what is it?
Micropenis.
Regus?
Micropeniscope.
I like that a lot.
And the because there's like you can I put a description for each one of them. It's usually just like a sentence or two, and it's like it's something like the Salty Boys use the microscope system to design the next something or other to design the next session, next arc or something like that, and also to look for something ...
It's a penis.
Yeah, ours.
Or
We
finding
have
a
micropenises.
mushroom in the drowned forest.
Yeah.
It's just really swampy gnome fumes.
Hey, I tell you what. If you were looking for, if you were using the microscope, then it was the drowned forest for us last week. It was hot as
Swampy.
It's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
The air conditioner's a little bit less loud today because it's not. It's just hot. It's not hot as fuck.
Yeah. Give you a TLDR. We just laid out the roadmap for the next arc.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it. On our to-do list, we have orcs and guns, illithids. Somebody's gonna get betrayed. There's gonna be keystones involved.
Fuck, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we haven't on our to-don't list. We have what
Racism.
racism, little green men.
Yeah. And then PvP combat and no theme parks. No more theme parks. I used up my quota.
Somebody died here.
Somebody died.
I gotta find my Yardley accent again. It's gonna take a while. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've been captain. I can't hear anyone through my headphones.
Yeah, I can't hear Jack.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's a little
I
quiet.
can hear.
Jack.
Oh, it's been a while since we've done that one.
AR's
Jock.
loud.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Jock.
Chalk.
Jock.
Chalk.
That's a little better. A little more.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little more.
I can't hear shit balls.
Did you hear that guy do
that's loud.
Seven Nation Army in 7-4?
Great.
That actually is better than the original.
There's not much that's better than the original. Or that's not better.
It's a pretty low bar, right?
I do like the original.
I can't hear me.
What's that?
The original.
You can't hear you.
Yeah.
It is good.
Check.
Do 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 do.
Check.
Dexter.
Oh my god, it's so loud.
Chickity check.
Don't forget to cut this, or we'll get copyright striked.
Yeah. I want to get copyright struck.
It'll give us relevance.
Hey, AR, can you turn me down a little bit?
Gonna fight 'em off. Our Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off. Taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
Your pencil's the same color scheme as my Stormcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pink and green.
What if
Watermelon
God was
Kiss.
one of us?
Fuck your fantasy Space Marines.
Fantasy Space Marines.
Aren't Space Marines just Space Knights?
Fancy Space Marines.
Fantasy Space Knights?
I gotta work on my coloring on those, but I love the rich, vibrant pink. Also, your buddy's foregrip. I almost wrecked my car when I saw that.
The tack sack?
That was amazing. Oh, just look at that boy. Look at that big
pretty good.
Pepto-Bismol Piccolo Namekian looking boy.
I love it.
Let me peep, pop a peep.
Cozy thought he was Namekian.
Namekian.
Cozy wood. It's pretty pink.
Gets to see shanties.
Oh, I forgot my melodica. Shit.
Why?
Why not?
I guess that's a good point.
I did listen to a good bit of that. That's the Assassin's Creed sea shanties from Black Flag.
Sid
Imagine-
Meier's Stab It.
Oh, fuck.
I know you just sat down.
Yeah, can you turn it down a little bit? Sawyer's extremely loud in my ear holes right now.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, perfect.
I can talk like
Ooh,
this
sorry.
the whole time if you want.
Quieter. Quieter. Let's all whisper this entire podcast.
I want to be able to hear Simmons this entire podcast.
from Alabama.
All right. I do have a little bit to read, but do you guys have anything you want to talk about before we get started?
Oh, we had fun facts about our characters.
Yes, the intro.
We'll do fun facts.
Yeah.
It's Yardley Quiffin. He is an artificer. I almost deep throated the mic. He is an artificer, which he hasn't really done pretty much at all other than the fucking cannon. But his fun fact is that he's yearning for his home, his home continent,
Which is
Joburg.
Jaberg.
Urinating.
Not Joburg,
He has a wife, you know.
Joburg.
Continental buttocks.
Continental buttocks.
Jaberg. So, I won't dive too deep. I want to call it Jaberg.
It is Joburg.
Jaberg.
Joburg.
Jaberg.
Yeah.
And a van down by
Where
the
is that
river.
in relation to Saltmarsh?
It is.
Is it pretty far?
So yeah, it's a fairly far away land. Mostly south. A lot
Okay.
warmer climates.
Okay.
I imagine Saltmarsh is kind of yeah. I guess
Is it coastal or not? So
Salt
much?
Marsh is
It
like
is-
San Francisco.
it is its own very large island mass, but
Is it close to Salt March?
no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Salt March
No.
is
On the other
Cold.
side of the continent.
yeah.
So Salt Marsh is like where San Francisco is. Salt March is like where New York is.
Or Belarus.
Boston.
It's Beantown.
Boston.
It's Beantown.
This is Boston.
Salt March.
Yeah.
Or Reykjavik.
Yes.
Cool.
It's southwestern, or it's a southwestern kind of continent area.
Yeah, I want to make a note of Jaberg, and I want to talk about that this section
Okay.
at some point.
You got it.
That's my wish list. To your left,
It's your boy AR playing Gunkbog. Fun fact about Gunkbog is he actually has several degrees from Waterdeep University.
Yeah, most notably one in neuroscience.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is how he was instantly able to recognize that a man was dead at the bar because he can read brainwaves with his degree in neuroscience.
His brain no work no more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brain no work no more.
Was it Waterdavian Academy of Technology?
University of Phoenix down.
Do you have Water Phoenix down? That's good.
That's the one to beat tonight.
I feel like Gunkbog this session
Squints.
should be wearing like a hoodie, like a Watt hoodie, but like with the sleeves torn off.
And most of the midriff torn off.
Yes.
And no pants.
It's an extra small. Awesome. Thank you.
And not to be confused with Waterdeep Academy of Philosophy.
Gunky B.
I'm glad.
Owen Wilson B. Stallion.
That's a what? That's a what?
I'm glad you got that immediately.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I'd get that immediately. To his left.
It's the captain. Hopefully I can do his voice. It's been a while. The captain comes from a long line of fortune tellers, specifically of the tarot variety. He doesn't... Becky just got tarot cards. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Can I do
bring
some-
them in if she will let me. No, 'cause they're expensive.
So, yeah, it's he doesn't like to make it known. The whole fortune-telling thing kind of went out of vogue in a kind of violent way some time past, so it's a secret he kind of keeps close to him. He's not afraid to pull it out if necessary.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to whip it out.
But it's not necessarily something he's like proud of either.
Yeah. Is it more of like a maritime superstition, like sailors stories that he puts credence in, or is it like you said, there's a family legacy? Is it more that he respects his family's legacy, or that he believes it like works out on the ocean? You know?
He's not a superstitious person to begin with, so the fact that he like, I think some time ago he like actually read someone's fortune, and it ended up like coming to fruition, and I think that kind of spooked him because it kind of conflicted with his entire worldview. So he knows he can do it, but he doesn't really like. He kind of likes to distance himself from it.
At what sick
because
twisted cost?
Can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, well said.
He was actually just getting real drunk on the deck one night with one of his sailors, and he said, "You're gonna throw up, Sonny," and he did, and he got shook.
Our newest acquisition, who came from
Mock's
from
dead.
the earth, literally knocked out a wall in a
Twin brother cock.
Yes, cock and mock.
knocked out a plaster wall in a theme park, trying to find his way to the surface. What an origin story! Not your fault.
I am Kronk playing Renlock Vren, who is from a land down under. Quite literally.
Oh, does he have the hat? Does he have the boonie hat with the the Australian hat, the little dangly?
No,
bits?
he's just a paid actor.
Yeah.
He's just a paid act.
He's an awakened gnoll that was awakened by the drow, but he believes that he's a gnoll that was formerly a drow turned into a gnoll, and he's trying to find out how to turn himself, quote, back, unquote, into a drow.
Right. What's his fun fact for the day?
That's it.
That's it. I mean, that's a pretty fun fact.
Yeah.
What's he get up to in Saltmarsh? How's he like adjusting to surface life?
I want to say potato farming.
Potato farming. All right.
Crocodile wrestling.
Yeah. And
We're gonna really like force this Australian thing onto Renlock, aren't we?
Now that's a knife.
he's got this this little potato farm, and that's where he does his experiments.
Oh God, not
crocodiles.
another one.
No, not as bad as that one.
No. All right. I want to start with a little exposition dump, if you'll humor me. We'll start with Gunkbog. Gunkbog, you are trapped in a terrible dream. You are completely enclosed in a hot cave and dripping with nervous sweat. You don't know how long you've been here, but a single beam of light illuminates an outcropping of rocks, a familiar one at that, and a shiny haft of a hammer buried into the stone sticks out to you. Another scene. Saltmarsh bustles with nightly activity. Inebriated customers of the emptiest net spill out into the front green and meander around a newly refurbished, well-turned fountain to exchange stories. In lieu of outdoor bar snacks, an amputee eggplant boy is harvesting and handing out produce from the adjacent garden. Liking?
Not handsing.
Not handsing, handing. Tonight is no special night here, but thanks to the hard work and effort from the inn and bar's patrons and staff, every night seems to be celebratory here. Out on the private dock, away from prying eyes, a cloaked figure approaches the SSS-2 with a hunched familiarity and clandestine posture. The figure hops the dock gap to the ship, lighter-footed than one might expect someone of the build of this figure. Into the office of the captain the figure slinks, past the door, slowly shutting it behind him. Inside the office sits an expectant dwarf, professional in her demeanor and interested in the new occupant. With a flip of his cloak hood, Captain Flint Fargus reveals his time-worn face in the flickering candlelight. Captain?
Part of Gunkbog's dream is that the DM will one day learn Captain Fargus Flintlock's name.
Did I...
I've been calling him Flint Fargus forever.
I have. It rolls off the tongue for me. Okay, I'll get it.
That's fine.
Fargus Flintlock.
You know what else rolls off the tongue? Marbles.
I lost my damn marbles.
Your
Put 'em
balls.
on- not if you super glue them first.
You know what else rolls off the tongue? A trailer that you haven't chained to your truck
Yeah.
on the highway,
Yeah.
killing
Bro.
15.
That joke would have killed on farmersonly.com.
You might be a redneck.
City folks just don't get it.
Well, it did kill on 81.
Brutal.
All right, so what kind of figure am I looking at?
Captain, Manistrad Copperlocks nods.
It's Manistrad Copperlocks.
Manistrad.
You're a captain now.
No, she's addressing you.
I got that like too late, but then I'm
Captain.
like, it'd be funny if
Yeah,
if we made
it makes more sense written than it does out loud.
it's the fancy seeing another dwarf around town.
She says, "To business. I have need of your ship, and you have need of my information."
It's gotta be some pretty valuable information to warrant using a captain's ship, don't you think?
That's correct.
All right, well, what kind of information you looking to barter here?
The answers you seek regarding the Empire, your mother, and... one moment. This sending stone you've been inquiring about. I either have or am able to acquire this information, and am willing to answer half of them now and half upon the completion of my task, once I have used your ship.
Go on.
I love when you do that.
I'm always looking for a way to do it.
I respect that you need assurances. So be assured that, as I said, I can answer fully half of your questions, and at the conclusion of business, I will find the answers I do not have that you seek.
It's all very convenient that you've just got all of this wrapped up in a nice little package. Let's go to my ship first before I commit to anything. What do you needing this S to the 5th power for?
Squared.
I would respect discretion as for what I will be using your ship for. That is part of the deal. That being said, your ship, its name will not be known for having done what I need to do with it. That is part of my assurance to you.
All right. How about that being... He was going to try and, like, finagle that as an answer.
Yeah.
As part of the half of the answers.
Pretty much, yeah. So give me an insight check. Let's roll some dice.
Can I have a
Shit.
D20 from someone?
Oh, take this one. It only rolls once.
All right. Just what a... Jeez, that's fucking hefty.
That only roll. Is that a mock dice?
It's also dead.
Insight plus 10
Okay.
11.
is 10.
You rolled a 0.
Oh, sorry. Plus nothing is 10.
Oh,
I
okay.
did it backwards. I got a 10.
Okay. you can pretty much glean that she may use your ship for something illegal. But given what she told you, you can't glean additional information. She doesn't have any like physical ticks that give something away. She is sitting in your office in the like visitor's chair. Have you moved away from the door or anything?
Nah, he's chilling.
Okay. She relaxes a bit and says, "It seems you aren't completely put off by my proposition."
It's something about dwarves, you know. It's we don't see. We gotta stick together, if you know what I mean. World's not exactly on our side at the moment.
She shakes her head and leans forward and says, "You wouldn't believe what I had to sacrifice to get a mine out here."
A mine is a terrible thing to waste, I know.
I've certainly not made a waste of it. And what I've built here, I built from the ground up.
Well, being a man of secrets myself, I know not to pry too deep into another's affairs, but why my ship in particular? There's so many fine vessels around this ramshackle village, and I imagine he it points to all of the like rundown fucking ships and dingies that are about. Right. It's like, why mine in particular?
Yeah, she
answers with one word: "You're a cook." two words.
Oh God. She stands and walks to the porthole that looks out towards the actual docks of Saltmarsh, because you have a private dock for just the SSS 2, and sort of runs her hand on the well-worn wood of the ship and says, "As you know, Ada controls the majority of the fleet out of Saltmarsh, which is primarily fishing vessels and trade vessels as well. There's not much of a navy to speak of. However, as you have gained this reputation of being the heroes of Saltmarsh, that has afforded you leniency. I would like to use that leniency to better my interests. But ultimately, I believe it would benefit Saltmarsh as well."
Can I sense any sort of like? Can I sense any? Can I glean any sort of like angle from her?
You just want to ask her what's your angle? Like,
sure.
I mean, to level with you, Captain. I've said all that I can. I seek to benefit my own interests, much like many others in Saltmarsh. I just have the ambition to ask for what I need.
Captain is gonna ask her to give him the tea on the sending stone.
All right, brass tacks. I need the ship for a week, and I'll give you your answer for the sending stone.
He shakes his hands is out.
Yeah. Just takes a whole punch through the hand. So you shake on it, and she says, "The sending stone is attached to one agent of the Empire. His name is Justice Klaus."
It's a pretty ironic name for one of the dogs of the Empire.
Dun dun dun.
We're gonna cut to the emptiest net.
I'm upset.
Seamus and Yardley are speaking behind the bar. "I told you once, I told you twice. It's a good idea."
Well, I thought it was a good idea too. I'm agreeing with you right now, son, but
it's marketing.
I don't understand what the problem is here.
Well, Yardley,
you buy a drink.
You're supposed to be the smart one. I don't understand what you do understand.
If you buy a drink, you get one for free. I don't get the problem with that. We increase our revenue stream.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Then what the fuck what are you talking about?
Goddamn fuck! Who the fuck is this fucking?
I'm talking about. I forgot what Seamus's accent is. Whatever. I'm talking about Gunkbog. Get the sign.
Okay.
Gunkbog comes walking out with a massive wooden plank sign that reads "Bloodweiser, the Chieftain of Beers." Beer for orcs. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Seamus McTavish.
Cunt.
Beer for orcs. Orcs for beers. It's simple.
I don't get it.
Well, and I agree that Gunkbog was not the best test subject for this, but it is a great idea for Bloodweiser. And I think since we both have gone in this financially, we should be able to follow this all the way through, with Gunkbog being the exception. No offense, Gunkbog. Sometimes you are a little bit slower than a Rolling Stone through a sack of quicksand.
That's my favorite band.
It tastes fantastic.
Anton in the corner is like rubbing his chin, looking at the sign. He says, Gunkbog, should I have gone with the blood red instead of the gore red?
Oh no, Gunkbog thought you wrote it in blood.
Hey, hand me the hammer.
Oh, okay.
He takes a hold of the hammer. He says, don't you have a degree in, like, colorology from Waterdeep Academy?
No, the degree was in neuroscience, but it's since been rendered forfeit. But I have many degrees, but I never studied any liberal arts. I found it a waste of time.
The soft sciences, yes.
Well, softness has nothing to do with it, young lad.
He lets go of the hammer.
Okay.
Gunkbog, what were you saying about soft sciences?
I don't know. I think we need soft sciences ice cream.
All right. Yeah.
That make good money.
Yeah.
Softy ice cream with the Bloodweiser.
Eggplant Boy sort of chuckles and
Bloodweiser floats.
he gets like way too much entertainment about like switching Smartbog and Gunkbog back and forth. How does Yardley feel about that?
About the floats?
Yeah. How about the floats?
I think they're a great idea, so we'll give it a shot. I think, and like he's nodding to Seamus, like, but he wants to show that he's on.
He's like always.
He feels like Gunkbog needs a win sometimes.
I don't know how Yardley really felt about it, but Big Nick is on stage, like kind of like old man napping in a chair. And he like kind of wakes up and he like picks up like some random trash on the floor and throws it at Eggplant Boy. I'm like, leave my brother alone, god damn it.
Renlock, you have just finished your harvest of potatoes to come into the emptiest net. What's your routine like when you're bringing in your harvest?
Oh no.
Dig through the wall?
No, he digs through the basement.
Is there a doggy door?
Okay, so I'm not quite sure why the emptiest net is buying all my potatoes.
I have an idea. Yeah.
I was going to say, is it that, or do they boil them?
Mash.
We actually stick them
in a stew. So he rolls up with his donkey and his cart and just yells at someone, whoever's one of the employees, to come unload this shit.
It's only Eggplant Boy.
Okay.
No, Thurman Thales is there. He'll help you out.
And then he just walks inside to see the entertainment of Smartbog and not so Smartbog.
At this point, Yardley's going to propose another beer.
Okay.
They're taking the hobbits to Hefeweizen.
That's amazing. I'm writing that down too.
Perfect.
I'm spelling it totally wrong.
It sucks to print on the menu, but goddamn,
We ran out of ink.
They're taking the hobbits to
That, or it's just they're taking the hobbits.
And I'm gonna issue an errata already. The third helper to help you unload your donkey is Cyndi Lauper, the centaur.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a character.
They had to rededo the interior to hire this. Yeah,
I forgot we had that character.
yeah.
Actually, where's Owen Wilson in all of this?
dead.
Oh, he's-
fucking dead.
He's
He's in Rome.
Oh, okay.
Did he run off to Rome?
He's in.
No, but he's one of the horses in Rome.
We are currently in.
Oh, okay. He should still be here. He's Yardley's horse.
No, I'm highly uncreative, and I just reuse characters from Salt Marsh for my own campaign.
It's multiverse. Owen Wilson horse.
Well, the only reuse was planned to be Johnny and Jericho, because Jericho was like central to the plot. But then I was like, yeah, fuck it, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. So it's up to Yardley where Owen Wilson the horse is.
He's outside.
Okay.
He's just hanging out.
I feel like Gunkbog and Owen Wilson have become like the best of friends.
Probably. He's kind of like the cab. Like if you need to get home, and it's like, oh, well, just take.
But it's like
take the cab.
he knows where to go.
take Owen Wilson.
Gunkbog and Owen Wilson are like Shaggy and Scooby Doo, except Owen Wilson is Shaggy.
It's really hungry and definitely not stoned.
Well, the one that has more ideas
Gotcha.
and is a little bit more eloquent.
Yeah.
Just barely.
McCoss, did you have any pressing questions for the rest of the business with Copperlocks?
Well, he's gonna pull technicality. He was promised half of the information.
Yes.
And he was given 3 things.
Yeah.
So half of 3 is 1.5.
There you go. So she did tell you where the other sending stone is. So she then details how they work, which is that you can hear it on the other side. It's basically like a listening device,
Right.
made by wizards. So someone made it, and I believe you had already found out that they are primarily used by an organization called the Reliquary from the Empire.
Yep.
And
This is seriously a multiverse.
the Reliquary produced it, and it was likely issued to Justice Klaus as an agent of the Empire. Though what his intent is she can't speak to that. She doesn't know.
I guess the other question is, why did Crimewater have... What was Crimewater doing with Justice?
Yeah. So she doesn't know that right now. You all right?
Just ruined him.
Oh, God.
He was trying to mouth "I miss you" to me, and I just go, "That's gay."
It's not Pride Month anymore, dude. You can't get away with it.
That's true. That ship sailed last week.
So she doesn't know, but she does tell you that the hearing of Jellin Primewater's crimes will be tomorrow. So it's not public knowledge yet, but the bells will be rung. Everybody in Saltmarsh will converge. There will be a stage, and he'll be brought out of captivity for the first time since he was arrested. And the hearing of his crimes will be read, and then what his fate will be determined. And then, sort of out of curiosity, she says, I know we're talking business here, but what do you think should happen to him?
And all of a sudden, Captain turns into fucking Horatio from CSI, and he goes, "Well, for starters, we'll have to start calling him Jellin." And he takes off his sunglasses. Crimewater.
We were all fucking ready. I love it. I'm so happy.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
God.
She chuckles. I see why they call you funny man. She says, "No, he's gotten a lot of people killed. Somebody died here.
Somebody died.
Oh my God, that will never get old.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Somebody died here.
I thought that was Simmons for a second. Did I miss him?
If there is a connection to Justice and Primewater, I have missed it. However, we do know of his connection to the Sahuagin, and the Sea Princes, who we assumed were no longer a threat. That is a mystery to us all, as of yet. However, his connection to the Sahuagin, we believe he intended to drum up enough of a threat that he could be seen as the good guy or the savior of Saltmarsh by continuing to supply the threats that would endanger Saltmarsh. So he would play both sides.
Safety. Sorry.
Nice.
A merchant of death.
Right.
I saw Iron Man. Being a playboy philanthropist.
He believed he would always come out on top.
That's what she said.
Although, perhaps... hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I started to get something else mixed up. Although I believe perhaps you may be given a chance to speak to him. None of us have.
Aye, that would be grand.
See what I can do.
As for his punishment, I'll leave that one up to the courts. As long as I get a chance with him, one-on-one.
Right. for the rest of your answers, I expect you want to know more about. What else did you want to know more about?
Whatever you've got for me at this rate, what's this
Yeah.
Justice
he also-
lapdog here doing with the Empire? And more importantly, what's his connection to Salt? Well, we didn't know what his connection was to Saltmarsh, but
Yeah.
what's going on with the Empire, I guess?
And like something specific, or just like general like headliners in the Empire? Because like Saltmarsh is kind of like the boonies. There's not really like a newspaper other than the
bean guy one.
the bean guy one, and obviously he's a great source of news. So they really, unless there's like a personalized message, it doesn't go from the capital all the way out to Saltmarsh. So
What was his name? Jugtooth Kill Scar?
Jugtooth Killsaw.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys remember that.
Yeah. And was it 3 names or just 2?
No, it was just two.
Just 2.
Pretty sure.
Jugtooth Killsaw.
It's definitely Jugtooth.
Should give him a middle name like Bert.
I guess, does she know why they're after? Like, they're suddenly interested in the captain again after all this time?
Yeah. We'll find that out. Interested in the captain. And then Justice, what's his deal with the captain as well?
Yeah.
Don't forget.
What is his mission, maybe?
And then don't forget your mom.
Yeah, she already knows I want to know about my mom, but that's,
okay.
that's
You're
on
just-
the other side. I think at this point
Yeah, so do I, she says.
I've exhausted
do-
that half.
I mean, I guess, do you tell her that, like, your mom was a sea prince?
Sure.
Okay. She stares slack-jawed for a minute and says, puts her jaw back, says, I will find that out as well.
All right. You do that. On my ship.
Let's see. Hey, what's going on with these taters?
I don't know. I give him to the bar.
You got them unloaded.
Now it was time for your payment.
Yeah, I guess Yardley will kind of hand over some payment for him.
All right.
Some shekels.
The standard rate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yardley. Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, no problem. Much obliged for our best potato farmer in the city.
And when you get done making some of that that potato drink, just let me know, and I'd like to try some
I guess so.
or whatever. Stew.
Gunkbog's gonna follow Yardley out, and he's gonna walk up to him. He's gonna kind of walk to him. Mr. Yardley, is it time Gunkbog make the milk from the taters?
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
Okay, and he just immediately like starts smashing up the taters with his hammer.
Do you put them in like a
Potato
basin or
milk.
anything? Or
Yeah,
just,
we're making vodka.
Does the Gunkbog put him in anything? Fuck no, he's smashing them before they're ready. Immediately starts smashing them just like in a sack.
like a toddler, just like ready to play with his toy.
So he's like, no, hold on, Gunkbog. Hold on, Gunkbog. I got to start the fire underneath.
Oh, okay.
Got to boil out those impurities.
Gunkbog.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he grabs a hammer.
Oh, hello, Mr. Renlock. How are you, sir?
Oh, pretty good. Okay. That was all. And let's go, the hammer.
Renlock, were you doing that again?
I think Renlock hang out with Dead Plant Boy too much.
Just a little bit.
It's kind of fun.
Captain, do you return to the empty net?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right about now, the captain shows up.
Captain, can you read my fortune, please, good sir?
So you've chosen death.
Death, and death. I didn't think there were 3 deaths in this deck.
There's not.
There's 50 death, 50 cards of
yes.
death.
The death deck.
I kid. Welcome back, Captain. You seem a little stressed.
Not so much stressed, lad. Just, And he looks over at Renlock and goes, all right, what's your deal?
What do you mean?
Well, you've been here for, like, how long have you been back? Since the theme park shenanigans?
Who could say?
How long does it take for a crop of potatoes to grow? Wait, I'll Google it.
80 years.
While you going to take a
Fingerling
piss real quick?
potatoes?
Yeah, take a fat.
Oh, what are the best potatoes to use for vodka?
So, some time passes in the emptiest net. The majority of the...
Not quite.
Oh.
We left off on a question.
Yeah.
The captain had asked Renlock what's his deal.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
and then
let's
I
resolve
looked
that.
up, I Googled the growing time of
Potatoes.
potatoes, which is 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
We've been here about a month, and I don't know jack shit about you.
I'm growing potatoes.
Captain, it seems to be a new skill set Renlock's acquired, but he's pretty good at it.
Let the man grow his potatoes.
Potatoes is a representation of Renlock himself. He start underground and he blossom.
All right, so Captain's immediately going to look around for the person who wrote this out for him
Anton's holding,
freaking
like,
crayon,
cards.
like a children's book.
He's got a teleprompter.
Renlock just like a tater. He looking like a snack. Gunkbog not gonna make vodka out of Renlock though.
Well, that's very good.
People vodka not very tasty.
Okay.
You had this whole thing about being a drow or something. What happened to that?
Well, I mean, when you're farming potatoes, you have plenty of land, so it's a great place to do experimentation, if you will. And, well, I'm not having much luck turning myself back into a drow.
Do I like the cut of this guy's jib?
Do you?
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know if there's a check for. I don't know if there's a jib check.
You can roll insight to see if he's lying.
Keep all these skills I don't have.
They're all wisdom.
Thunk.
It's a 14.
Seems like he's telling the truth. He's probably not having luck turning himself into a drow by farming potatoes.
He's still a knoll.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
Aye. So we've been here about a month. Has he like made himself? What have you been doing for the past besides just growing potatoes?
Magical experimentation.
Acquiring a golf cap, a little vest, and some some slacks.
Well,
He's slowly turning into an Irishman.
It requires
Yes.
a lot of magical experimentation. Requires a lot of capital, like
And
you need
potatoes.
a lot of gold, yeah, potentially potatoes.
He's got a lot of russet gold.
I mean, you don't have any assets in Saltmarsh, so farming potatoes makes a lot of sense. You need to make some money, so
I need to make some money.
there you go.
So what kind of experiments are you running?
Trying to change things into different things. So far, I have changed a horse into a chair.
Owen Wilson,
Not that horse.
Not that horse, okay.
Not the taxi.
From the distance you hear, wow.
just one of the chairs in the tavern.
Every time you sit on it, wow.
It's a little squeaky.
It's unrelated, but
Because he knows polymorph, so that's like the top level spell that he knows.
yeah,
And something I guess he would have just learned.
yeah. But it
So-
doesn't stick, right?
No, it does for as long as the spell is cast or whatever.
Okay.
There's a duration for that one. It's
Yeah,
not like the
like an
transform
hour,
spell.
maybe.
But
So you're running into a duration issue.
well, and sometimes it just
Aren't
doesn't
we
go
all?
as planned. Yeah, up to an hour.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's great. Best of luck to you.
It's not the size of the polymorph unlock; it's how you use it. That was horrible.
No, we're all trying to get back into this.
So,
What is anybody's accent?
all right.
I'm just natural for Gunkbog.
Comes from the heart.
At the very least, he seems less murdery than Mock, so
Yeah.
Captain's going to give him a pass.
All right.
So,
Because there is an opening for first mate now, right? Wasn't Mock first mate or
I don't think it was-
quartermaster?
Yeah, he was. He was the first mate. Because Big Nick was, and then you got mad at him for... What did he do?
he burned down the bar.
Oh, yeah. That.
Yeah.
Captain still hasn't forgiven him for that.
Yeah. Isn't the SSS2 like still half a bar?
Yeah.
Half a bar on top.
And
that never
the
got like
infrastructure-
deconverted.
Right, yeah, it never got deconverted. We just took the furniture out. But, like, the tables are still, like, there.
Yeah.
Like, at least, like, the posts of the tables.
Do they have umbrellas in them? So that way when it's sailing in the high seas...
No,
and
there's
it's
right up in the
shooting at
fire,
you,
bro.
yeah. Umbrellas.
There's like string lights like going around a bar, like right on. Yeah.
You ever been murdered by Jimmy Buffett on the high seas?
Now's your chance.
Let's see.
So,
What?
Captain, it took you a while to get back to this little, well, gathering again. Seems things are coming back to the, or back on the normalcy over here.
Aye, that it is. Near your soul complaining, Crimewater's on trial. Life's good.
It's great, but I can't help but sometimes miss Mock. I think about him occasionally.
Mark, give Gunkbog weird look. Gunkbog uncomfortable.
To be fair, Gunkbog, you are quite a large fellow with 102 HP. You are. You get a few big looks, or a few weird looks.
It's like Yardley looks straight into Gunkbog's soul and see his character sheet.
Always.
Straight onto the tablet. The tablet of his soul.
Well, Captain, come have a drink with me.
Aye.
Yardley touch Gunkbog's heart like touch of iPad touchscreen.
Haptic.
Yeah, haptic feedback. Seamus polishing his snug. His knob. Doesn't he have like a detached doorknob?
Yeah, Seamus, put that thing away. We got kids in here.
Yes, we toast to Mock.
To Mock. We haven't had a proper toast in a long time. Renlock, do you want to join in on this toast real quick?
Of course.
Gunkbog make vodka.
He has a name, you know.
Gunkbog, it takes a little while to make vodka.
Okay, I'll get started.
Do you want to make a strength check to see if you can power those taters into vodka?
Is that just strength or athletics?
Throw it at the touchscreen as hard as you can.
Give me athletics.
You gotta roll that
18.
again. No, that... fuck it, whatever. Well, an incline, but I'll let it slide, bitch.
All right. These potatoes fail their strength check to resist your pounding. Hot Gunkbog. And if you want more Gunkbog potato pounding action, subscribe to our Patreon for potato on pounding action.
Gunkbogpoundspotatoes.com.
Yeah. You pound those taters into submission. Unfortunately, they do not ferment instantly. But you have made a potato paste with your pounding.
Gunkbog made tater paste. Immediately on his face. Gunkbog, get drunk for Mock.
Yardley always has a couple potatoes on hand because he knows this is not the first time Gunkbog has done that.
Yeah.
So he always has like a little pile where we don't lose any revenue from it.
I mean, you're an artificer. Can you like jingle jangle up a little quick ferment thing?
I could, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and
Well, that would be a lot of work though.
Now, gentlemen, I have been working on something, and I've with my unique abilities, I've been working on a ferment for a little bit now, maybe a couple weeks. But
Okay.
would y'all like to try it? See what happens. The Quiffin Industries special reserve.
Aye.
Very nice.
All right. Do you mind if I just make a roll?
It's gonna probably be like a tools brewers.
I think I get
tools.
Oh fuck! I don't get like a magic thing. Well, I get double proficiency with tools.
There you go. So roll an intelligence check with double proficiency. So intelligence plus proficiency plus proficiency. So
You should have a +3 proficiency since we're level 8.
I'm intelligent. My intelligence is +3.
Okay.
So
+9.
+9.
Yeah. You're pretty good at that. This is your thing. 18?
18.
Yeah, solid. You whip out your little like, I think it looks like a something between a pressure cooker and like a kegerator type thing.
Yeah.
It's an air fryer.
It takes up way too much counter space at the bar.
It's not a unitasker.
And all it does is leave the bread raw on one side and burns the top.
Exactly what I want. Thank you.
Was that dude that invented toast? He was like, this bread's great. Cook it again.
Dough toast.
Oh, it's beautiful, soft.
I want to eat the smell of my
Hard.
stroke every day.
I want my bread hard.
He pulls out this vodka. And he's like, "Now, gentlemen, go ahead and give this a gander real quick. Renlock, since you farmed this great potatoes, I want you to get the first taste." He's gonna like
Taste the fruits of your labors.
Certainly.
Taste the fruit of your loins.
Okay.
How is it?
well,
It's potatoey.
It's like a
Captain,
strong,
I want you to be the second person to try this concoction here. 'Cause since Renlock, by the way, I'm sorry, we did not make our acquaintance, Renlock. I was busy killing an orc on the beach that day.
I was drunk at the time.
I almost died, so I'm happy that I'm alive here to celebrate with you. But again, I apologize. I do trust the captain a little bit more currently with his taste and abilities. It's weird to see a knoll around here in these parts, but
Well, it's weird to see you too.
it is. I imagine
You really are from the south.
he's gonna.
Hey, that's off limits.
Captain's gonna just.
Yeah. So Renlock wasn't lying. It's got potatoes. What are the notes you're adding to it? C sharp.
I hit a high B flat a couple months ago, so we're adding to it. Getting some getting kind of like a nutty, kind of a nutty finish.
Potato nuts.
Taters.
Tater nuts.
We kind of got a counterclockwise motion going here, so I think everybody sort of glances at Gunkbog. Maybe some glance away, knowing better, but you can't take back a look.
Now, Gunkbog, please don't rub this in your face.
Keep it away from your eyes.
Gunkbog can't rub it in his face if it's not made of solid.
I'm worried about the glass, son.
Okay.
God.
Just take a sip and let me know what you think. That's a 10.
With the true technique of a sommelier.
Gunkbog say.
Yardley grabs the hammer real quick.
Oh, I must say, quite a lot of notes of the potatoes do translate really well across the fermentation process. They were very quality potatoes from the start, and I will have to say that I agree with the nutty assessment. But I do taste a nice level of sweetness that I wouldn't expect, and I quite enjoy.
Would you say it's more like a honey or more like a nectar?
It's more. It's quite a nectary, potatoy sweetness.
There you go.
Like a potato candy.
Sweet potato nuts.
And of course, the inventor should reserve a taste to contribute to his own creation.
He will take a big ol' sip.
And he's gonna need both hands for that, probably.
Oh, yeah.
He's drinking out of his hat.
Meaning he lets go of the hammer.
He's the commander in chief. I thought you meant that was a
A jerk in it.
He had to grab his water bottle with both hands.
Got to cup the potatoes underneath the shot glass.
But no, so he'll let go of the hammer and be like, "Great assessment, Gunkbog. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Gunkbog, proud of Gunkbog too.
Be good." He's gonna take a sip. He's like, "Gentlemen, that's all right. If I do say so myself. I didn't do any of that work. Renlock, thank you so much for providing the produce for this lovely beverage for the Quiffin Reserve 2-week-old vintage."
You're welcome, Mr. Yardley.
Which I guess is more like a 12-year-old vintage if with my artificer skills. I'm gonna tip my hat to myself. Suck it. We can't trust Bill.
This is a lovely little scene that is interrupted by the majority. Sorry. Fuck. Hang on.
House of Representatives.
While you're looking, can I talk to Big Nick real quick
Yes.
before interrupted?
Yes.
Big fucking Nick.
He's still inside, so everyone else is gathered outside. So I guess he'll come out the door.
I thought we were
all inside.
Yeah, I think you guys were
You were
drinking
taking
inside.
a big old fat nap,
I was just
bro.
saying that
Oh, okay. No,
Like,
I was. Yeah.
a lot of
So-
people there's like a beer garden out front of the emptiest
Okay,
net now.
gotcha.
I imagine the chair that he's sitting on has 3 legs.
There's only one way.
He's gonna shake his hand. He misses him. The big lug.
What's up, Captain?
Aye, not much. How's the life of a wandering troubadour such as yourself?
Well, there's not a whole lot of wandering when you're only staying in one place.
Aye.
It is nice to run the. It is nice to kind of run this place. It's like a somewhat less entertaining version of running the SS squared.
A musician with a steady gig. It's heard about it only in fairy tales.
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot of musicianing going on with all the managing I have to do.
With all your time in the Empire, have you ever run across a lad by the name of Klaus? Justice Klaus.
What was his first name again?
Heard of a man named Justice.
Okay.
Might have it out for us.
The Klaus family sounds familiar. I have to scratch my head on that one. I might have. I mean, they may have been some at school. I think. they're kind of a bigger. Well, I mean, everyone in the capital is a big family, but they weren't one of the highest and mightiest families, but they definitely had some pull. I don't know. I heard some things. There was some rumors that they were involved with some unusually. I don't know if shady is the right word, but I guess that's what I'm going to use. Some unusually shady characters outside of the realm of like your average organized crime syndicate or something like that. So that was just kind of a rumor on the streets of town. I didn't really hear that through school very much, but one of the bars I hung out with was kind of in the same neighborhood as one of their kind of main city estates, as you will.
Cool. Can Captain have Big Nick like check in with his contacts while they're off gallivanting?
Yeah,
just to get some like
sweet downtime activity.
Underground info.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So Captain's gonna postulate that. I know you keep in touch with your bard friends, so if you could keep your ear out for them, I'd make it worth their while if that's what they want. But any information about them could be useful.
I'll send the message right now, and he's gonna run upstairs to the upstairs, and he's got one of the big old Viking horns. except instead of an actual like horn, he's just gonna go. Ah!
He's gonna pick up the horn, take a deep breath, and then put the horn to the side and just yell.
Yell through the horn,
and then a crow with a message tied to its leg flies out of the horn.
Exactly, it's a magical contraption.
Yeah, so. I think Yardley probably made that.
He probably did, yeah.
It definitely is of Emerald Gentleman design.
Okay. So, specifically, you want to find out what the Klaus family does in the Empire?
Yeah, like, Big Nick had heard some rumors on the street they were involved with some unusual characters. Not, like, something in the line of organized crime, but not quite as normal as, like, a mafia type.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah.
Who the fuck was my first character in the Justice?
Rapscallion.
Rapscallion. There we go. Yeah, Daffrin's Sephiroth at this point.
He's an interdimensional. Did like DK rap as Sephiroth theme?
I need to show you when we take our next piss break.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Captain's not scared. He just wants to know if like what he's dealing with.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and jump in with this interruption, which is a latecomer to the party. Oh, God, latecomer.
Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. That's not funny, dude. Grow up. Name is Candace.
The newest customer with a heavy thump saunters in on a soggy wooden peg leg. He is accompanied by an equally soggy entourage of ragtag sailors. Any unfortunate souls caught in close enough proximity are overpowered by the smell of rotten fish and seawater.
My bad. Sorry, I was getting up the DK theme for later.
It's okay. Grabbing a drink off of an empty table. On the name of the notorious Porous Pete, where be the Captain Flint Fargus?
I'm the Captain Flint Fargus.
I bring ye news.
I'm just kidding. I'm not the captain.
I'm the real Captain Flint Fargus.
You didn't even say your name right.
I didn't.
Well, they call me Fargus Flint, but...
Mm-hmm. They call me Mr. Pig sometimes.
I need to adjust all of these these notes.
Captain of what?
He looks down at his message. Captain Fargus Flintlock.
All these years spent building my reputation up as a wayfinder, and nobody knows my fucking name. Flips over a table and punches Seamus in the face.
You want to go?
You know the rules.
We've already gone, Seamus. It's a foregone conclusion. What are we rolling again?
Athletics.
Oh God, that's not bad. It's an 11.
Yeah, you beat him.
Oh right.
Yeah, so you do. You deck him in the face and grab him by the neck and throw him out the window. Yeah, he's gone. If you needed to establish dominance in this situation, you fucking did it. Porous Pete sort of looks over his shoulder at the broken window, gives you a nod, He says, I bring you news, Captain, for I represent the interest of the sea princes, long dead and floating in the water.
I don't really deal with holy men too much, and he kind of indicates it as his porous peg leg.
Yeah.
It's like
as he laughs, you see like spurts of water sort of like jet out of his hole.
The black spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Nick sees that and he just goes, Anton,
Yeah.
get the mop.
He starts mopping.
Mop the man while you're at it, please.
Just like mopping him while he's speaking. Porous Pete takes a long drink, which just does not help the drip of water, seawater onto the floor.
Supreme. What's wearing the drip?
Now this man has drip. My message be this: if ye want Saltmarsh be left well alone, enter the Cavern of Eight with the Keystone of Time, for your sake and the sake of your mother.
fuck my mother. She's like,
Watch your tongue, for the sea princes are long dead and gone, but they have not been idle in their eternal slumber. They were content with raiding the material plane until your mother showed them another way. She showed them what they had been doing was simply sailing into the wind. She pioneered advanced piracy.
and again, I don't care about my mother. Do what you want with it.
If you're half the pirate your mother was, Captain Fargus. I'm gonna second guess it every time now. I expect great things from ye.
But you have heard of me.
I've delivered my message. Avast, boys, back to the deep. And the sailors begin to start packing up. If you have any questions, you'll have to ask them quick.
Hey, porous penis head. Not my best work, Yardley. Don't write that one down in the greatest hits.
Oh, I'll write that one down. In me book of grudges.
What exactly do you want me to be doing here?
Cavern of Eight. Keystone of Time.
Right, you're saying a lot of words here, but you're not really, like, saying much.
Gunkbog, no.
Of course, Gunkbog would know. What is it, Gunkbog? Let's hear it.
Keystone makes you go through the portal to get home.
I swear, Gunkbog, some days.
Did any of you pick up a bloody keystone?
Why is it the Cavern of Eight?
Your mother had Keystone.
Yeah, I mean, Porous Pete's leaving.
Mr. Pete, what did you think about that? What did you think about that lovely potato vodka that you had?
Good.
Stay for one more drink, and then we can answer a couple of these questions.
Make a persuasion check.
Do I get advantage with Southern Hospitality?
Southern Hospitality, Artificer trait.
Yeah, we'll call it Southern Comfort.
Nice.
Persuasion,
Yes.
15.
Southern Hospitality, Artificer trait. Make every persuasion check
Get
that
the
you make
fuck
against.
out of that bullshit ass piece of shit.
I am bound by the code of the sea.
But you could be bound by the code of this Quiffin Reserve, age 12-year cast.
Can you put it in a to-go cup?
I certainly can if you can answer us 2 more questions, my good man.
One question.
I start pouring the drink.
1 question it is. Now, this is a tough spot here. Renlock, you posed a great question about the Cavern of Eight. Gunkbog, you posed a great question. I don't remember what it was, son.
Gunkbog posed an answer.
That was a statement.
It was, yeah.
I didn't hear a question mark at the end of
Gunkbog
it.
is getting so philosophical here.
Jesus Christ.
I can't handle it.
Cavern of Eight. Can you elaborate, please?
Elaborate on the Cavern of Eight. It is something you must find.
All right, I guess that you did elaborate more than 2 more words. Thank you.
Yeah, Yardley, I should have told you. I'm the only pirate who can actually speak in, like,
Now,
real
why do
sentences.
pirates not speak in clear,
plainly.
concise sentences?
It would ruin our mystery and branding.
Well, I mean, like
They all come from Altair. What can I say?
Oh, now, son, now that's just a low blow there, buddy.
Altair is located near Jaburg.
It's in Jaburg. The continent is Jaburg.
Oh my god.
Altair's the biggest city in Jaburg.
Amazing.
So can we enter if we don't have 8? Because as far as I count, there's 4 of us here, unless we're taking Eggplant Boy, Big Nick, and one of these other fellows.
You're gonna say fuckers.
Seamus count -1, so we're at 3.
Well, you may have to get off your laurels and be uncomfortable.
I don't have any laurels.
Do I have any hardies?
I don't understand that,
Okay.
Mr. Gunkbog.
I will literally disintegrate if I stay here any longer, so goodbye.
All right, so Captain's going to bring him his cup.
All right.
And as he's like leaving, he's going to try and pick his pockets on the way up.
Yeah. All right. Give me a sleight of hand.
I've been waiting for this all
Pick
night.
his poorest holes.
There's literally one roll I can make that this fails.
I make a sleight of hand as well to see what the captain's doing.
Hold on.
If you do, you'll put him at disadvantage.
Can I-
Never mind.
It's okay. I got a 30.
You fail. He doesn't have pockets to pick.
Unfortunately, you
Slipped
grabbed his
straight
wiener.
through his hole.
I mean, yeah, like you reach into a pocket and then your hand goes further. I mean, you're an adept pickpocket, and all you feel is just seawater. Yeah, just a lot of seawater, and he's a lot skinnier than he should be. But he does not notice your intrusion as he leaves quickly. But yeah, Eggplant Boy's gonna have a lot of work to do to clean up this like seawater and like fish oil. That's
He's still mopping. He's like, as he's leaving, he's mopping behind him.
yeah,
It's like a snail trail.
it is. Yeah, they just snail trailed all over your bar.
Gunkbog walks up to the captain and go, he might not be pretty bright.
Aye, that means
He bound by the code of C, but Gunkbog learned the code in C+.
Gunkbog.
you did that.
Gunkbog, you're either the dumbest genius I've ever met or the smartest idiot.
Okay.
Either way, we don't deserve you.
Well, Gunkbog, come in for a nice cup of Java, why don't you? Bitch.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, a python drops from the ceiling.
All right. So this
Unity.
All right. So at this point, Captain's gonna kind of look around and go, "Well, anybody have any ideas about this Cavern of 8? I've never heard of it."
Gunkbog do.
Who wants a history check?
I'll do it. Seeing as how I know nothing of this world.
You didn't ask for mine. I just rolled.
Go for it.
Oh, I got a 13.
All right.
Unless it was about stone, in which case I still got a 13.
I also got a 13.
What's
So, not
8
that I'm-
plus 14?
Oh goddamn.
24.
Not that I'm playing him, but Big Nick, as a bard, I think he knows where to find lore.
Yeah. Oh, for
Where
Big
to
Nick,
find lore.
yeah. So
The podcast.
this would be pretty like obscure. The
Bardic
Cavern
knowledge.
of 8, because it is specific. Oh yeah, bardic knowledge. It being specific to like piratical code. So those of you that got a 13, you would know in like the casual discussion of landmarks out in the ocean, Cavern of 8 never comes up. So it must be to you. You know, it's like some kind of code word for something. Likewise for Big Nick. Did you roll?
Yeah, I got an 11, and I think Big Nick had like a +2 to history or something.
Okay.
So we all got 13.
Yeah.
I got 24.
Yeah, you got a 24. I'm going to get to your 24 here. You know that.
Oh, okay, so I actually got 14, but...
Well, hang on. I got to redo all of this.
Starting from the beginning.
Do the whole campaign.
So it's
cavern is a
right
hole.
next door. All you got to do it. No. Yeah, you know that it's a code name for a more specific place. But to actually divine out what cavern and what the 8 refers to is a little bit beyond you, unless you found somebody who knew what it was. So you probably won't find it in a book or a scroll unless it's some like map written by somebody who did know it. So, but you're more likely to find somebody who knows it.
Well, Gunkbog's gonna pipe in. Gunkbog knows what it is.
Yeah.
Well, lay it on us, Gunkbog.
The Cavern of 8. 8 fingies.
He can count?
Does he have a thumb and 3 fingers?
No, he's holding his thumbs in like that.
Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the door. Gunkbog love people.
Where'd Gunkbog go?
When Gunkbog have to go home, he take the keystone to the cavern with the lake. It look like fingies. And then go home see mommy.
All right, Noel, what have you got?
So Renlock, you have heard somebody refer to the Cavern of 8. You believe it was that tiefling in town. There are a few, but she seemed pretty important.
I've heard someone refer to the Cavern of Eight. I think it was the tiefling in town. It seemed important.
I'm sorry, I'm not giving you much, am I?
You know, that tiefling.
Ah, yes, the important one. I remember her because she was important.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we have our heading. I just hope the place is landlocked. Not for any particular reason.
Why? Do you have a boat?
We have a heading.
Yeah, do you want to wait till the morning? It's pretty late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We can enjoy a night of revelry and Mock's murderous streak.
Yeah. His like kill count is next to the octopus above the threshold.
See, our score. I was keeping score, and the captain was ahead, but then Mock died.
Oh.
It was 5-7 confirmed.
Oh man.
But
But that still only counts as one.
However, some in the bar claim that the kill count for Mock has been going up, and no one's been touching it.
That's pretty heretical. But yeah. Somebody's like making erroneous chalk marks without a notice.
The rumor is they're not erroneous.
I was going to say, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Magically incised chalk.
Oh, yeah, it just like hovers and like makes marks.
You walk in the next day and the entire bar is covered with chalk marks. It's like
Yeah,
a
I don't know
demon
how
has
much
possessed
would
it.
Okay.
Well, I'm referencing like Mock is still killing as a dead demon.
Yeah. So
Boys, I'm so sorry.
you blowing it up?
Dude, I gotta piss.
All right, let's take a quick break.
I'm your host, Candice. Dick fit in your mouth.
Tonight we're playing jazz on jazz on jazz, where we play a jazz recording played on top of another jazz recording.
We
It
are
sounds
playing
like noise.
Dungeons and Dragons. These balls across your face. Nice.
Those are really loud. Sorry. Next day.
So yeah, next day. So we had a clandestine meeting. We had some vodka drank, and we had a message delivered from the Sea Princes. Morning breaks over Salt Marsh, bright and early. Maybe too early for some who may have sampled the Quiffin Reserve.
Not Gunkbog, he's up and at him.
Oh damn! 4:30 a.m. Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. God damn it, Gunkbog. Yeah, let's say it's like a little past dawn, so that it's pretty bright out there. The waves are licking the rocks on the coast of Salt Marsh.
So is Gunkbog.
It's my early morning ritual.
Salt Lake.
Yeah,
Gotta get my salt nutrition.
you and Owen Wilson sharing a salt lick.
Yeah. But it's just a rock down by
Electrolytes.
Yeah. It's what plants crave.
It's kind of plants. Yeah, but what are electrolytes? It's what's in Brondo. Brondo's got what plants crave. Brondo's got electrolytes. Yeah. So what's everybody doing in the morning?
Stretching. Yardley's a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to confer with the gentleman that evening to figure out the pieces of 8. Or the
Cavern of Eight.
Cavern of 8.
Yeah, that's all right. Sprung that on you real quick.
He had to talk
And then you're in an anime with a dude with a straw hat on.
Not what I was going for, but you know what? We'll go with it. 7 million episodes later, it's not done.
Every episode is filler in Salt Marsh.
Yeah, he was trying to confer with them to see, but I don't think they were answering him. Maybe it was early. Maybe it was too late. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Notoriously late.
one of the gentlemen is in jail, and they're probably not happy about that.
It's true.
Jalen Crimewater was a gentleman.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
It has been a long time.
He's been gelling.
Dr. Scholes. It was just a very long-winded Dr. Scholes plug. Gel and Crimewater.
Yeah, so Yardley's up, just stretching, doing his thing,
Yeah.
trying to get limber, finding his like going through his kind of like chest of drawers and getting his adventuring garb back on.
Yeah.
Dusting
it off.
Dusting off his old rifle.
Yeah. Renlock, do you stay in the emptiest net?
Yeah, he wakes up on top of a table. It was a potato and vodka night.
I don't know what the livers are like for gnolls, but I imagine
3 times the size of their head.
wow. Yeah, so
It's a lot of liver.
It's a lot of liver. Yeah. So you smell a sweet and smoky breakfast being cooked somewhere with your gnoll nose. Can I have a perception check?
I can, but it's a 1.
Ooh. 2 pieces of chalk shoved themselves into your nose
Hold on.
from the grave.
4 total.
4, yeah.
As if it's a nat 1, though, isn't that just it?
Yeah. You smell that there's a breakfast being cooked here, but it eludes you as to where it's coming from.
There's food.
Yeah, somewhere. Someone's up early cooking food. Captain, what are you up to?
First of all, I'm looking through my inventory here. I've got a letter of credit from either Anders or Crimewater. I can't remember who, but it's worth 300 gold. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to go cash that real quick.
All right. Yeah, you can cash that. You can cash that here. If it's a letter of credit, it goes basically like you just want the gold. You want
Yeah.
the 300 gold. Yeah, you can do that. You can change it out here.
Seamus! 300 gold.
He calls back from the kitchen. What do you want?
300 gold. And he slams the letter of credit on the table.
Whatever, just take it.
All right.
How much gold did I get for the taters?
The tater. Good question.
How much? How
actually
much did you grow?
Enough to sell for 20,000 gold pieces.
You definitely maybe got 100 gold pieces.
Renlock single-handedly caused the famine in Ireland.
Yeah, those are premium taters for 100
I don't
gold.
know what it is in no,
No, he
bucks,
just
but
he just harvested every potato in Ireland and single-handedly caused the famine.
No bugs. I like that. Okay, we'll meet in the middle. 10,000.
100 gold.
I mean, did you have a cart on your donkey?
Well, yeah. You don't just put the potatoes on the donkey.
Balance them very particularly.
Look
Can't afford the sack.
Also, he's getting ready to go to the, is it the trial for Crimewater sentencing?
Yeah, there's a sentencing for Crimewater happening.
Yeah, Captain wants to be there for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, can I come?
Gunkbog's up nice and early in the morning, takes Owen Wilson out for his morning run. He runs with Owen Wilson, not on him,
Yeah, next to him.
because he's a fucking barbarian fighter. And he can do that.
Can run very fast.
And then they go lick salt rocks down by the coast. And then that's all done before people start waking up. And then Gunkbog can only do this when he's not being observed, but he can use the hammer to cut perfectly cut pieces of firewood.
He's using the hammer to split firewood out back.
Yeah, but like he can't. Obviously,
it's all
he's not
about
sawing
leverage.
it. It's not sawing it, but
Yeah, he's bonking it in a specific way.
he's bonking it, and it splits into 4 perfectly like showroom floor pieces of firewood,
Nice.
which he then brings to Seamus to cook breakfast.
Yeah. So you meet him back there, and Seamus has a very gray looking lump of meat sitting over in a pan that's just coated in in like an inch thick of like fat down at the bottom. He is frying some like nasty looking meat.
Rum ham?
Seamus,
What?
what that?
Boy, you never seen rum ham?
No, last time you make it, you do it in a pot.
Well, I'm doing something different.
Well, now, Seamus,
Sounds like Loxley.
I think we could. I think we could definitely spend a little bit more in this establishment on some better food
You, like,
options here.
Poke your head.
Because this rum ham is from last year when we all met.
Yardley, you tell me one thing that's better than rum ham, and then I'll kick you out of me bar.
A nice skewered pork roast for breakfast.
Soaked in rum.
We can do soaked in rum, but we have to change the name and we have to change the freshness. Because, again, Seamus, this is not marketable or safe for anybody.
He seems to think about it, and then goes, "No," and then gives a nice flip to the rum ham that throws out like a bunch of the oil into the fire. Grease flare up. He goes, "Oh, it's a spicy one."
I agree. I'm going to watch as you burn this establishment to the ground. I will wait for breakfast. I'll wait outside for breakfast.
Seamus, No,
Yes.
Gunk. Never mind.
What?
Come on. What do you want? Spit it out.
You're kind of dumb.
Oh my god. Shit.
I don't think Seamus does anything to that.
Might have hurt Seamus's feelings.
He just focuses on the rum ham.
Yardley is open.
It's a little salty here now.
Damn. Whew. Definitely bringing the salt to the salt marsh today.
Jesus Christ.
Seamus brings out a plate.
Character development, boys.
Yeah. Carved, like, crisped on the outside, nice and gray on the inside rum ham, as you've come to expect. They're sort of, like, folded over each other. There's, like, 3, like, fairly thin slices, and then some, like, fresh eggs on the side. Seamus quickly, like, passes the plates out on the bar.
Best get moving if you want to get to your business today.
And then he goes back to the kitchen to clean up.
Gunkbog, whatever you said to him really seemed to strike a chord. Shut up, Big Nick.
He's still asleep in that chair that he was in last night.
With the blanket of stools.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Did he graduate to like a quilted blanket with like a stool pattern on it?
Fuck no.
It's just stools.
No,
It's just stool.
No, he's in a three-legged rocking chair. So instead of like 2 rockers, it's got 3.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And he just like,
It's more stable.
yeah, he just gets covered in. Someone covers him in 3-leg bar stools every night. And he doesn't know who. He has a sneaking suspicion it's Anton, but he can't prove it.
Yeah. How could a boy with one hand move stools?
With 3 legs.
3 legs. Impossible. So, you have some business you want to get to early. So, Captain, are you rounding up the crew or are you just heading out?
Aye, the Noel and I are going to see the judging of Crimewater, so
Word.
if any of the rest of the crew want to tag along, you're more than welcome. If you've got business to attend to, then attend to it.
Got nothing else going on. I'd like to see some justice be done today.
Gunkbog attended to his business, and he pats his tummy.
The rest of the rum ham is missing, but his plate is untouched.
As we walk over, God damn it!
Goddamn Gunkbog!
Perfect. So you can head down into Saltmarsh proper, because you can overlook it from the emptiest net, but it is like 1-2 miles walk. So it'll take you maybe an hour to walk it at a casual pace.
Gunkbog's gonna look over at Yardley and be like, Yardy,
Yeah.
you wanna go ride on Gunkbog like when we did the theme park?
And it's going to be like a small smile and a glimmer. He's like, yes, Gunkbog, I gotta do.
That's cute.
Like Yoda on Luke's shoulders, we proceed.
I love it.
Keep up, gentlemen.
Is this a race? Is this a foot race?
Aye, of course it is. And Captain hops up on the Noel. They're in luck.
Yard's going to shoot the Noel in the leg.
It's like that the dictator is like he made his own Olympic event. Just like shooting behind him with the startup pistol.
We could always polymorph Gunkbog into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's up to you.
We all ride down there.
Yeah.
My athletics might go down.
Huh?
My athletics score might go down.
Probably.
So give me an athletics check for how fast you're running.
At disadvantage, could I have Yardley on me?
At advantage, because I'm only saying good things in your ear.
Sweet
I'd say
nothings.
just flat.
How was a 10?
All right, Renlock, what's your plan?
I can't really carry the captain because he's a
too heavy.
dwarf.
Yeah.
And they're kind of heavy.
Yeah. So
Collapse.
just fall down. Okay.
Yes.
Did you just give up,
Yes.
Captain? Your one of your crew members has fallen on hard times and harder rocks.
The
Underneath
captain
of
has
you.
fallen on him. Yeah, at this point, the captain is sort of lifting up Renlock, like in between his riding area, and is like trotting along really fast.
All right, give me athletics with disadvantage.
Yardley is also going to cast Reduce on the on one of the captain's legs, slightly.
My lowest roll was an 18.
Oh my god.
You just cruise by. This is not your first time.
I want to cast Reduce on one of the captain's
It really isn't his first time. He's done this before.
You can't catch him. He's too far. He's so fast.
Except
I
the
want to
last-
shoot the back of the
Want to shoot him?
Make a call shot. You could maybe like shoot a rock to like impede their progress.
I want to do that.
All right. Take your shot.
Can
All
the
in
captain
good
make
fun.
an animal handling check?
14. Well placed shot. Captain, can I have a dexterity save to avoid a falling rock as you hear a shot ring out behind you?
Could I roll sleight of hand to catch the rock?
No.
I'm going to
It's a
pickpocket.
dexterity save though, which I think you're proficient
Save.
in.
I am proficient in dex.
I'm going to pickpocket the rock.
That's 27.
Yeah, not only do you take yourself, but you also bring Renlock through past the rock as it comes like tumbling down.
Yardley's going to catapult
A bigger rock.
Gunkbog and I into the lead.
Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't the captain did that. It was Mock that did that in the Sir Funk-A-Lot campaign. He rode a dead monkey. It was a chimp. And by the time he got where he was going, it was just the arms and the head.
Shit. On the Facebook Marketplace, there was a life-sized silverback gorilla for sale for $700.
Oh my
If
God.
all of us just put in $100, I can,
We have a silverback
I can
gorilla.
supplement the rest if we can. Because there's a primitive sign above the door.
Oh my god.
Seriously though, can I catapult us?
I think catapult just does damage.
It doesn't have to.
Gonna damage my pride if I lose this race.
If you have the cool DM stat. Hold on, let me check what catapult.
Captain, you are under attack by Yardley. What would you like to do?
I mean, Gunkbog can, instead of like having Yardley use up his entire arsenal trying to murder the captain because he's
I'm
winning
not trying.
race.
It's just fun.
just a
and
friendly
game. It's
competition.
funny- It's just competition.
It's a friendly
It's only business.
I can also
Cutler
double.
Beckett.
I can also double my dash as a.
Oh, then fucking
orc.
do that. What am I doing? Gunkbog.
So I can move.
You can move and then dash as your action.
Right.
And
I
then
can
you
I can
double.
move your speed as towards a foe as a bonus action.
Then let
Yeah.
me use enlarge on Gunkbog as well to win this foot race.
Hold on.
Win at all costs.
So when it says the new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's.
Okay.
So is that just a level?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to polymorph myself into a young bronze dragon.
That it is not a beast.
Huh?
It's not a beast. Dragons are monstrosities or magical. It's a keyword issue.
Yeah, idiot.
Damn.
Hang on, I can find give you a list of CR 8 beasts.
No, don't do that.
Let's see. Beast.
You could be a male horse
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
with a gigantic ding dong.
Tyrannosaurus
And a
Rex.
fucked up
I
nose.
think that does count. Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Huge giant crab. Giant ape.
What's Gunkbog's speed, though?
A lot. 40. So 80 if I'm using my dash as a bonus action as well.
Because T-Rex is 50.
And if I enlarge Gunkbog into does his speed then increase as well?
Let me look at enlarge.
Enlarging or reducing a size in creature object, you see it within range for the duration of the spell. Choose a creature object that is not. Oh, Warner carried. If the target does not consent, it can make a Oh, do you consent?
Yeah, I'm also not being worn or carried. I am wearing and or carrying you.
All right.
No, wait.
Do you consent? So yeah, you do consent.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I mean, being enlarged certainly means that any obstacles that are thrown in your way are going to be a lot harder to like trip him up. You know what I mean? Like a boulder, knocking a boulder over, which would be a challenge for them, is not a challenge for Gunkbog to like bound over if he's enlarged.
Would you like to be enlarged?
There's only one way to find out.
All right.
You can ask me.
Gunkbog.
Okay.
Already ahead of him.
I cast enlarge.
Yes.
On Gunkbog.
Embiggen. You have been embiggen, Gunkbog. Renlock, are you?
When
casting
Gunkbog gets embiggened, he's going to look back at Yardley and he's going to go, just like that one time you make my ding dong big.
How about a wyvern?
If you guys don't remember, by the way, Gunkbog's the only one that remembers Funk-a-Lot.
Oh yeah.
Something that can fly.
Not Smartbog, only Gunkbog.
You want something that specifically can fly?
Yeah.
How about a Gryffindor?
How about a Quetzalcoatlus? It's a lower CR, but it's got a fly speed of 80 feet.
Quetzalcoatl is a beast in 5e?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's huge, so you can the captain can ride you.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
So we're neck and neck. Well, actually, so if his speed's already 80, if I change him to, or if I embiggen him, I guess. Well, that doesn't make his speed any faster then.
Correct. Yeah. Because he's 8 times heavier too.
But he does move easier through shit.
Yes. So
We're neck
as
and
it
neck.
stands, the Quetzalcoatlus flying
80 feet.
80 feet per movement will get there faster unless you two do something.
Gunkbog,
I'm a
I
fucking
can't-
pterodactyl.
Gunkbog, I can't do anything without hurting my friends, and this is just a friendly game, a race. So what can we do? What do you have? What can you do, Gunkbog?
I can fart.
Fart. I don't know.
Dude, Gunkbog's a barbarian. He can do nothing. I mean, I can throw Yardley so that Yardley gets there
At
first.
terminal velocity.
Do you know Leoman's tiny hut by any chance?
Gunkbog, you're gonna have to toss me so we can win this.
But both of them have to cross the finish lines.
No, we never agreed on that.
Whoever the best man win. So
Can I make a ranged attack with Yardley as an improvised weapon?
I'm going to cast shield on myself. And yes, Gunkbog, you can do that.
Hold on, can I fly faster if I throw the captain off then?
so we'll see what the shot put. Give me a range.
Would be like a javelin.
Yeah, throwing attack.
All right, I
so
have a +5 to my AC.
24.
okay.
AC.
At this
13.
point, I'm gonna say you are within like reasonable throwing range. You're enlarged, right? Does that change strength? Ability check?
I think embiggen does
I don't think so.
strength. Wow, maybe it depends on your size.
Oh, weapons. Oh, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. I'm gonna count this as a strength check. You go ahead and roll.
It's not
It's
better.
lower. Okay, so 24. Give me 1d100 roll. If it's lower than 50, we'll treat it as a 50.
Oh, I can just do 2d10 for
Yeah.
100, right?
Yeah.
You just ask Siri to roll a D100.
Hey Siri, roll a d100.
Rolling. It's 92.
Siri cheats.
All right. First 10 feet are free. It maxes out at I think 10d6. So 8
That'd be 8d6.
8d6. Can I borrow you some of your d6?
Is Yardley gonna die today? Here, I have some more D6.
Okay.
Hey guys, I had this really cool idea for a character on the way here.
Just need 2 more.
God damn.
Yardley had to do it for
This is the way he goes. All right.
Do it for the memes.
It's not terrible. 10. Oh, 22. 29. 32.
Okay.
32 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Did you cast shield on yourself? Does
I
that,
did.
It changes your AC, but it's effectively like falling.
Gotcha.
But just horizontally. You do see a cloud of smoke being kicked up.
A white torpedo.
A green torpedo, like tumbling towards the finish
Fucking
line.
Bullet Bill.
If you don't do something, he or his corpse will hit the finish line in Saltmarsh before you do. Now, whether that's you like pushing yourself or launching the captain or something, you'll have to take a like drastic action of some kind. I'll probably need these again. Let's be honest.
I survived, by the way.
I lived, bitch.
I have 11 HP left. If
I have 8 helpings of Sturge Be Gone. Mm-hmm. What does that do again?
That is raid.
Shadow Legends.
Shadow Legends. Yeah, it's
Drink
it's,
raid.
It's bug killer. Specifically, Sturges.
Yardley's not a bug.
I can dive bomb. That's about it.
Dive bomb, yeah.
kamikaze into the courthouse.
How's your strength / athletics on the Quetzalcoatl, Krobin?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's 15.
What if you threw me with your talons before Yardley got there?
Catapult him.
You could try, yeah.
with the beak.
Like, yeah, start to do your dive to get like a bunch of potential energy and launch him.
We'll try it.
Try it? Okay.
All right.
Make
Self-preservation be damned.
make a strength ability check.
We're going to use the good dice for this one.
I have your bad one. It's good.
Oh, no. They're all bad.
It's like Darwin said. So, in some creatures, it's preservation of the self over preservation of the species. But
16.
for these
16.
creatures, it's not preservation of the self. It's preservation of the memes.
Do it for the vine, I think they said.
For the vine.
Do it for
Captain,
Johnny, man.
can I get a D100 roll, please?
Siri.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
I can roll it if you want.
Roll a D100.
Should say, hey Siri, roll a D100 and don't
It's
fuck us.
47.
47.
47 in a convincingly Nolish accent. 'Cause it's Australian.
47.
Captain, you take 10 damage,
Okay, that's not bad.
bludgeoning, as you skitter across the ground. Next to you, Yardley, who is also tumbling, beaten, and bruised, and you two tie coming into Saltmarsh. Damn. And then, obviously, giant Gunkbog and a friggin' dinosaur arrive shortly after. All of you out of breath. All of you looking a little worse for wear. Maybe having taken this friendly competition a little far. But who's
Who
to
is
say?
there to greet us?
No one.
Nobody is at the edge of Saltmarsh watching us.
No.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself real quick at level,
Your EpiPen.
level 2.
Go for it.
Cure wounds. He's just
man.
gonna get his little handkerchief out, and he just dabs his head, dabs his forehead.
That sucked 9 health back. That's cool.
Ain't bad.
We'll find a way to settle this little tiebreaker later, friend.
He spits out some blood. Agreed.
Some tea. Well, yeah,
tea.
well timed.
So yes, Crimewater. Jail time.
Yeah, so
Down with the bourgeoisie.
Copperlocks also said that bells would be rung to call all of the town to the hearing of his crimes. You have not heard a bell yet, and you would hear a bell all the way out at the emptiest net, the town bell. But you do see that in the center of town, in the main plaza, people are setting up a stage. Some people are sort of peeking around, asking questions. That might be a bad idea. Hear me out.
I'm telling you, this is a friend. You might want to stop.
Stop. Get some help.
Stop.
So, yeah. So there's some people setting up, but you don't see any of the major players doing anything just yet.
Damn. Has Copperlocks already taken my boat?
You did not see it this morning.
I'm gonna hope the rest of the crew doesn't notice that.
Nobody said anything.
Back at the emptiest net, Seamus goes out to the boat to get some like spices. Or
Yeah,
something.
he just No, he makes it like down the ladder and then like hops over, like he's looking down, like doesn't really look, and just hops into the water. What? What the? Where's the piss?
Sorry, where's he looking? Down. Oh, never mind.
We're gonna burn.
What? Nothing. I was hoping he was gonna get it.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I was debating on casting Cure Wounds on myself again.
The merits of another Cure Wounds.
I was trying to get to this Shrek. I'm looking down.
Oh, Shrek, I'm looking down. It's past.
It's the moment's gone.
Oh, it's alright. So you can hang out for a while. You can go see. I don't know if you want to talk to anybody.
Does hanging out count as a short or long rest?
That would be. You can short rest here.
Oh God.
Yeah, I got nothing pressing, I don't think, so I'm down to short rest.
Okay.
I'll
So
do that
that's-
too, because otherwise it's just going to be a pterodactyl waddling around behind you.
Yeah.
Does short
You
rest
roll-
give you any health back?
You can roll up to your max hit dice, and that recovers your health. So
Okay.
I think you get like 8
I get 8d8.
8. Yeah.
So I forgot a Quetzalcoatlus was actually a creature, and I thought like the book was like calling the Mayan or the Aztec
Mayan
god
god.
Quetzalcoatl just a beast.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a downgrade,
Yeah. It's like CR2.
right? Because Quetzalcoatlus is the dinosaur, and then Quetzalcoatl was the god.
I don't know which one was named after what
It was the dinosaur after the god.
god. Yeah, I guess that
Because
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that-
yeah. Because the Quetzalcoatlus wasn't discovered until like the 50s, I think. But it's because it has like a
Big-
feather. It's a feathery shaped thing on its head.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like Quetzalcoatl's head.
Big boy.
Can I get 4d8 or 3d8s actually?
Apparently, those things, they're like the biggest flying creatures ever, but they only weighed like 300 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Because their bones were like nothing.
Extra hollow.
Yeah.
We're good now.
Sawyer, is that a 1? What is that? Or Skylar, somebody?
If it's a thin line, it's a 1.
Yeah.
It's a line. It looks like an L.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
6,
That means you lost.
9. Okay.
Lose 1 hit point
You lose.
That-
Good day, sir.
That means she had her finger and her thumb
in the shape.
on her forehead.
Thank you.
L.
Sky.
You.
Thank you. Sky. It's 1 below average. That's
Yeah.
okay.
So, you prop up in a local coffee bean shop, chilling out under an umbrella, pull the hat down, take a short nap, and you are awoken by the sound of bells. This draws a crowd, naturally. People leave their marketplace stalls, and the meeting is called. You see that a table with the town council, who you recognize, Ada Oland, Eleander Fireborn, Manistrad Copperlocks, Andrew Solmore, and an empty chair.
The emptiest chair.
Emptiest chair. Oh, I can wait. Do you want me to wait? No. Okay.
Gunkbog's just gonna go.
Well done. Hear you, y'all. Ada calls the murmuring crowd to order. Jellin Crimewater is brought to the stage by 4 Imperial guards, who are dressed in the finest magical armament and armor that you have seen.
Would I know anything about that magical armor
Yeah.
and armor? What the fuck? Where's my beer?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. You're right, I didn't ask. Arcana?
Yes.
And Rinlock is tagging
Oh,
on
can I
the,
reroll that? Because it's
yeah.
on a...
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
captain's coat, and he's like, what's going on here?
Well, okay, 8.
Justice, my
As
friend.
a student of
Because
artificers,
he has no idea of like any of this stuff. What's going on?
as a student of artifice, you know Imperial design when you see it, but you don't get any clue as to its form or function based on what it is. It's like alien to you.
Gentlemen, this is out of my pay grade.
Yeah.
Captain's gonna relentlessly tap on his sending stone to see
Yeah.
if any of the people on stage like get
Twitch
frustrated or
something. Sure. Give me an insight check with advantage.
insight advantage.
Insight check.
Ooh, okay, that's good. Okay, 19.
19. None of them appear to respond to your taps.
Great roll. You notice nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you definitively know that, like, if somebody was listening, that, like, either they're pretending not to notice or they do not notice.
Right.
What was the thing of Imperial design? His cage?
The
Armor.
the armor and armament of the 4 guards that are holding Jellin Crimewater. He is manacled and has shackles around his feet that are tied together with a single linked chain.
Can I get more than a one-word answer?
One
What?
word answer.
Justice. What kind of justice? What does this guy do?
A lot of bad things. Basically, bit of a merchant of death, my friend. He consorted with enemies of the city, basically bringing the trouble here so he could look like the hero when he brought the trouble out, and just kind of a feedback loop effect.
Gunkbog's still embiggened, so he's going to lean down into the crowd, and he's going to lean over, and he's at Renlock, and he's say, he He makes armor for the Sharky people that come in and they bite up the town.
Okay. That one knows what's going on.
And the Sharky people make my bubbers, not that bubber. And he points up to the hill where the emptiest net is. Yeah. Not my other bubbers from the other mothers. They fight and they don't want to.
Okay.
Ada produces a scroll and begins to read his crimes. Fine folks of Saltmarsh, hear me, Ada Oland of the Town Council, to pass judgment on behalf of the Town Council and on your authority granted to we by Town Covenant. We find Jellin Crimewater guilty of the high crimes of treason against the Empire, guilty of 42 counts second-degree murder, and guilty of mass conspiracy against your fellow man. Jellin, you have been condemned by your peers, by your constituency, and personally by me. Jellin, I swear to all here that I will see you are condemned to the deepest pits of Avernus for as long as I breathe air in Saltmarsh. Damn you to hell. Her condemnation invigorates the crowd to cheering, who shout for the head of Crimewater on a pike. The Imperial Guards do respond to that, however. They sort of bristle and at attention. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
19.
Doesn't fucking matter. I crit failed.
So did I.
6.
Gunkbog is like preoccupied trying to find a seat. Yeah. He's still embiggened and he hasn't asked Yardley to reduce.
Stupid. Redlock, what do you got?
6.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, oh no, Pike! Oh no, Pike!
Yeah. So what you might have heard or seen is something important, but you're trying to trying to get past the captain and Gunkbog, who are like chanting and like really getting into the crowd. Calling for his head.
Gunkbog's just trying to find a place to sit down. He's still embiggened, man.
Excuse me. Yeah, it should have worn off. Like I think it only lasts like a minute.
Rest.
Or
no, I think it lasts 6 hours.
6 hours?
Pretty sure.
Does it really?
Hold on, I got it.
Embigony.
No, it's enhance ability.
My ding dong lasted the entire Funkalot campaign.
Up to 1 minute. You're definitely not embiggened.
1 minute, 6 hours.
But you are obstructive. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Gunkbog's trying to find a place to sit down, but he's just still bigger than everyone else.
Yeah.
Not embiggened.
So you don't get all the details you would get with a roll that good because of your crew, part of the ship, part of the crew. But you do see, you look over at Eleander Fireborn, and he's like slapping the table instead of clapping. Let's see. What else would you like to do?
Keep chanting.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. So the all attention is on Jellin and Ada, who is continuing to curse at him, though her voice is sort of lost in the crowd of shouting at this common enemy. The guards sort of shields up. They don't produce their weapons or anything, but they begin to escort Jellin back to the prison. The crowd dies down a little bit, and Ada assures everybody that he will be taken care of in the capital. He'll be extradited there because the high crime of treason is the greatest charge that was leveled against him. That he cannot be hanged here, so he will go there first.
And then Jellin Crimewater's mistress goes, "He's already hung."
No, he ain't. Can I get another perception check with advantage from Yardley? For the rest of you, just normal.
18.
18.
Nice.
12.
Nice. Gunkbog.
5.
I got this many. Isn't he literally 5? Did we say that? Wasn't he super young?
No.
Oh.
No, I mean, he is young. He's like
just younger than Big
I
Nick's.
think 15 or 18 or something.
Yeah.
Because orcs mature faster than humans, but they live longer.
The Japanese clause.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said
He
that.
is the
What
new,
did we say about no racism in this podcast twice today?
Yeah, all right, that's
Gunkbog's like the new fighters in Smash Brothers. They're like 13, but they got tickle bitties.
No, yeah. There's a new guy. Aren't they swords? Aren't they like literally sentient swords?
No, I'm talking about the characters from Xenoblade.
Yeah. They're literally swords. They're like personified swords. It's
I don't know.
tarded. It's just anyway.
They're like 13 years old.
You got an 18.
Bitties.
You got a
12.
12. You got an 18.
Yeah.
You 18ers see that Eleander Fireborn is not at the table anymore, but the rest of the town council is. You got a 5. You're still chanting. No one else is, but you're still chanting. You got a 12. You notice that they notice that something's wrong.
Hey, what's the matter there? Why is his head not on a pike yet?
Look at the table.
Fireborn's not here.
Ah, good eye, you two. I had a good feeling about this one. Captain did not have a good feeling about this one. So he's
Narrator chimes in.
back. Morgan Freeman. The captain did not, in fact, have a good feeling about this one.
Titty sprinkles.
I could say anything.
Did you happen to catch where he went? Which direction?
Did I see that?
You did not.
Did I?
There's too much chanting. Too much.
I bet he's gonna go kill that guy.
I hope not. At least not yet.
We got to go see if we can find that Imperial Guard.
Yeah, because he looks kind of killy.
Yeah.
The one that got up and left.
Yeah. So you are sort of like in the middle of the crowd. It'll take if you want to move quickly, you can push through with an athletics, or you can like deftly dodge through with an acrobatics.
Or, how fast would a Loxley move through?
Slower.
But we didn't take. Did we take Loxley? Did you just like have him on you?
He's omniscient.
Bro, I have an index card with
Loxley's
Loxley's stats on it.
Always got it.
So he's just like in your bag the whole time.
I will acrobatics my way through there.
How about can somebody, if somebody would like,
I will
Gunkbog
not.
Gunkbog
move
can
in half
be a
speed.
bulldozer and charge a path.
I was gonna say, what if
other
there's not a crowd? I can
Gunkbog-
cast Thunderwave.
Yeah, well,
No.
There will be another hearing of crimes.
Gunkbog can be a trailblazer.
Poison spray, thunderclap, shatter.
Go ahead and make an athletics check. If you do super, super well, you may be able to aid the others in their
Actually,
check.
Oh, it's because I wasn't riding on Gunkbog.
How's it 8?
You will move at half speed through the crowd.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door.
All right.
Athletics, right?
Or acrobatics.
Nope.
If you want to like dodge through the crowd, or if you want to like push through.
I'm gonna take the captain with me.
Okay.
Athletics. We got +6. It doesn't matter. It's a crit.
Ooh! Yeah, very nice. You managed to make your way through to the edge of the crowd. You see that your crew, save for possibly Runlock, who I think is casting a spell to Zorp himself.
Mm-hmm.
How far does it get you?
200 feet.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely outside.
Or no, 500 feet, I think.
Yeah, you're good. You just want to get to the edge of the crowd where the captain. Okay, so Captain, you make it through a
Get a
little.
little start marsh coming through.
A little winded, but
I'm kind of a big deal.
you see a lot of the crowd appears to be moving. You know, the evil bad guy is no longer there, so some people are starting to lose interest, and Ada's just sort of answering some general questions. But you see that there is a particular group of people that are moving in one direction, and they're all robed.
Do I recognize these robes?
Do you? Are there any robes in particular you're looking for?
Of Imperial design.
They are not Imperial robes.
What do they look
There
like?
were some robes that we encountered when people tried to blow the moon up.
There were some robes there, yeah. Closer to that, but not... I mean, I guess just nondescript robes.
They white.
Sort of like religious-y monk type robes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say-
But with their hoods drawn up.
One time I needed Mock here.
Are they white robes
They're not white robes.
with a pointy?
I said no racism.
with a pointy hood.
No, they're not Halloween
All right.
cosplayers.
I feel like Captain at this point's a little more concerned about a firebrand.
Okay.
So we're through the crowd. Am I closer to Ada than I am to like where Crimewater got taken away?
Crimewater is back in the jail. The stage is set up like right in front of the jail, so
Okay.
that there wouldn't be like a mix-up or whatever. So he's already back in there, secured.
Okay.
He
He didn't even say anything this
no,
time.
he's just gone.
Is it even worth stopping?
I wouldn't. Nah.
Nah, we're good. So the figures are moving away, and they appear to be moving like into an alley, like turning a corner.
I'm following him.
All right. Do you want to move unseen, or do you want to like just give chase?
Attempt to be quiet, but I'm not gonna, if they're gonna get away.
You can make a stealth check. Oh, nice.
So I have 23.
You rolled a 20, And +3. Yeah, you're definitely moving along. Captain, you want to follow suit?
Nah, I see that Renlock's got a handle on the robed guys. At this point, Captain's got a good feeling about Renlock for real this time.
Okay.
He's gonna.
He did not. Just kidding.
He actually did this time.
All right.
So he's gonna start making his way into the jail.
Okay. You will be stopped. Pretty quickly.
Okay.
No one's allowed in while he's there. While Jelen Crimewater is there.
Who's stopping me?
It would be one of the Imperial guards.
Hey, that's a nice armor you got there, sir.
Step away.
Oh, that's not very nice.
I said step away.
That's what I said to your mother last night, but look where we are here.
3,
I've got more fingers than that.
2,
Ah, I see what this is. You're one of them ticking time bomb types.
1.
Ada sent me.
Ada sent you.
Yes.
To do what?
Interrogate the prisoner.
Make a deception check.
We're gonna luckstone that.
You have to beat a 16.
Oh, we did it. That's 22.
Yeah. Enter. And he steps aside and lets you go in.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Maybe next time, let's
3.
starts mumbling something in thieves' cant.
Yeah.
To show me your identification.
Oh my god.
I think it's in here.
And he's just gonna shamble on in.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to show him your license a few times.
It's the entire fucking. I forgot about that. That was like the funniest thing.
I think it's going over my head. What is this?
It was. I think you weren't there. It was from Rome. My session.
Yeah.
We went to like my character's memory, and like everybody, I was like,
He took a prisoner to the governor's palace.
and like everybody wanted to see my license. It was like,
You got a license.
It was
for
like
that?
a police state. Like
Yeah.
you had to it was like the Nazis. Like they had to
Checkpoints.
check his papers every single time they went deeper into the thing.
Oh my god.
And he got to the governor's office and he's like, "Do you want to check my license? I've got it right here.
Got a license for that license.
You got your radio and your TV license."
Oh my god. Don't even get me started. So, Captain, you enter a pretty poorly lit, nearly empty jail. 2 of the guards are sort of like tending to Crimewater's cell. He is in the largest cell, but it's not by much. He looks, from where you are, skinny, probably not as well fed as he's been. And then, but he looks up and meets your eyes when you walk in. I know when I'm beat, Captain.
hey,
I have one regret. That is that I hired you and I underestimated you.
hey,
I suppose that's 2 regrets.
you can count too. Your guard up there can count to 3, so you've got a little ways to go.
No regrets, not even one.
No regrets. Thankfully, the room is dimly lit. I just remembered Luckstone gives me a sensitivity to light for some reason.
What? No.
I have that detail written in.
Really?
It's a cursed
Oh,
Luckstone.
no. It's cursed Luckstone, and you had disadvantage because you were doing a perception check, but you were staring into the sun. And the disadvantage charge was that you were sensitive to light and you couldn't see.
Yeah, just in that instance. Anytime you use the Luckstone, it gives me like a charge that I can make you roll with disadvantage.
Oh.
So you're kind of like paying it forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll erase that then, because I misunderstood.
That's all right.
The Luckstone is literally drinking alcohol. You're borrowing happiness from tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
I like it. It's a Facebook meme, but it holds up.
That's true. This man was putting a freaking koozie on his mic.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's protected from his condensation, bro.
Respect it. Real quick, Gunkbog and Yardley, you make it, and you make it through the crowd, and you see Renlock pursuing something, but
Fantastic.
stealthily. He's sort of playing it cool. Do you want to?
Do I realize that he is like trying to be nonchalant about it? Is there a check for that, or
Do you want to like
So
encourage them on.
There's
Red
two
Line?
options that we have here.
He's tiptoeing quickly.
Okay, I'm going to kind of look and be like, oh, I'm not gonna.
Okay,
I'm just gonna kind of like keep a safe distance and
sure.
see what he's up to.
Okay. Gunkbog?
Yardley, what doing?
Gunkbog, now there's
Oh god, this pair.
the best pair.
It is.
now Gunkbog. I'm thinking of an animal. Okay,
Okay.
moves very stealthily, right?
Okay. Is it Eggplant Boy?
No, Gunkbog. So
He's a vegetable.
think like a panther. Think like a panther stealthily stalking his prey. That's what Renlock's doing right now. But what we got to do right now, Gunkbog, is we have to be the antithesis to that. We have to be the foil, as one might put it. We have to be pink against his panther.
What a panther is.
So it's a very stealthy animal, Gunkbog. Do you know what an animal is?
A lot of people think Gunkbog an animal.
We are all animals in this world, Gunkbog, is what I mean. So what we need to do is be very stealthy today.
Okay. Gunkbog really stealthy when he poops.
He is. I've seen it.
Gunkbog, have you been shitting in the rafters at the emptiest net for like years and no one's noticed?
Months, because Gunkbog hasn't been in the empties net for years.
Why does it smell so bad? Yeah, fair.
Gunkbog make no sound when poopy hit the water.
So Gunkbog, what we
Slides in gently, breaks the surface tension.
Oh my
It's the whole
God.
technique.
Gunkbog very self-conscious about pooping.
So Gunkbog, what I'm saying is we have to be very we're going to be observant of Renlock without being around him as much.
Sorry, I gotta go into deep lore for this. Once a week mega dumps.
It's like that.
He saves it all.
It's like that was a College Humor video where the girls don't fart.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking lockdown cell.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm out. I'm done.
So we're gonna stay back and
You're
just kind
sort
of
of
keep
observing. See, okay, I like it. Back to Captain.
Also, this man is now using a beer koozie as a pop filter.
Works.
Yes.
Say peanuts.
It says ISS.
I'm guessing you wouldn't be here if you didn't have questions for me.
1 or 17, but we'll start small here, seeing as numbers are a little hard for you today.
As you can see, I've nothing to lose.
All right. First of all, and he kind of takes out the sending stone. Mm-hmm. The other one belongs to some imperial upstart brat child. What do you know of him?
There are possibly hundreds of sending stones in the Empire.
Right, but this one was yours.
He looks up and peers at it, says, "No, it was Anders."
We're gonna retcon that. Now the captain looks like a fucking
Sorry, bud.
idiot. He's like, that's right. I was just testing you.
Good response.
Puts it away.
Jill says, "Good catch."
All right. We'll call this one even. You're bad with numbers. I'm bad with memory.
Dude, it's been months. It's all right.
So before we keep going, can you remind me again what all Crimewater has done to earn this?
Yeah, Crimewater, you uncovered the crate that had a list of weapons and armor going to the Sahuagin.
Well, it had actual Sahuagin armor in it.
It was Sahuagin armor. So he had it made and was sending it to them. And you had been contracted to just like, hey, get the crates. They were supposed to just go directly there, but a storm or something blew the ship off course that had those crates and the tieflings that you rescued, and then they were shipwrecked on the Isle of Dread, which is definitely scary and not a theme park. So when you pop that open, and then I think we sort of did like a montage at the end. You turned over the evidence. Mm-hmm. He was arrested for cooperating with the Sahuagin, who are a threat to not just the Empire but Salmarsh, and then obviously was quickly arrested.
Gotcha. And he was the one who sent us to the theme park in the first place, right?
Yeah, and well, no, Zendros did. But,
Okay.
Crimewater pulled you aside and said, "Hey, if you're going there, bring back my special boxes, and I'll give you a little extra on the side."
Gotcha.
We were supposed to not open them,
Correct. Yeah.
but we did anyway.
And you did, which was actually really smart. And I was like DM speak. I was kind of like hoping you'd just be like, "Oh, Crimewater's a bro. You know, we'll just do this solid for him." And then by cracking it, you're like, "Oh, he's a fucking traitor," which is just great for the story. Bad for Jelen. So
It was quite a risk you took taking us over there. It would have been so much easier just to let your little shipment die there. Why was it so important? What was so important that you were risking basically the situation you're in now?
My reputation. The Sahuagin would have thought me a traitor as well, had that shipment not arrived, at least soon enough. And you have a reputation for quickly delivering. That's why I hired you.
Aye. God forbid you betray another nation, huh?
It's not like that.
What is it like then, friend?
I fear you wouldn't understand.
Oh, I'm a fiercely understanding type.
He looks over at the Imperial Guards, who are trying not to raise an eyebrow listening to this conversation, but definitely are. He says, there are quite a lot of ears here. I don't think I could tell you.
Captain is going to say, can you tell me now in Thieves' Cant?
Ooh, in Thieves' Cant, he would respond, this isn't the end of the road for me.
Go on.
Oh, I'm glad you got that.
In Thieves' Cant.
Yeah. He says, I don't know if I can trust you in Thieves' Cant.
You've done it once or twice before. What's the harm in trying it out again?
In Thieves' Cant.
Yeah. He says, it didn't work out well for me last time I trusted you.
Well, you kind of fucked up, if I'm being quite honest.
It says, in Thieves' Cant, the evidence is circumstantial. It's possible it may not hold up.
Aye, but the 42 counts of murder, that's a little harder to cover up.
He switches out of Thieves' Cant, and he says, the crimes of murder were the citizens of Saltmarsh who were killed when the orcs attacked.
Aye, I see.
That was levied against me as well, just as another nail in my coffin. He switches back to Thieves' Cant and says, the truth will be revealed once I get to the capital.
So, the only other thing I guess I kind of understand, I can understand trying to screw over a little backwater town like this, but going toe-to-toe with the Empire, that's some massive dwarven balls, if I do say so myself. What do you stand to gain from all this?
You assume I have some level of intelligence, correct?
Oh, I never thought you were an idiot, but
And
Smash cut the Gunkbog.
do you find it strange that I would send you to recover a crate filled with damning evidence against myself?
No, that was going back to the first question I asked you. I'm really concerned.
Give that some thought.
I'd rather you just tell me. That's sort of the reason I asked you to begin with.
And that goes back to your third question, which is, I don't know if I can trust you.
Aye.
In fact, I know I can't trust you. You've proven it to me. And, yeah. That's what he says. Renlock, you have successfully tailed this group of robed figures. They are getting onto a cart, like a sort of Conestoga wagon-looking cart.
Can I get on the cart too?
You like rush up, pull your hood up, and like
Underneath?
You could do the whole classic Western thing and grab onto the frame, hold on underneath of it.
Yeah.
Give me a... I'm going to need a stealth check, but with disadvantage. Eight. Yeah. So you run down the alleyway to catch up because you have to close a distance pretty quickly. But as they didn't see you before, one hears your paw pads slapping on the cobblestones and goes, "We've been spotted now!" And they kick the horses into action and start taking off.
I want to use reduce on the wagon wheel.
Yeah.
Rock me, mama, like a wagon. So you did hold off to observe. You don't see the cart.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah. As well as Gunkbog.
We don't detect any. We would have seen Renlock start running, right?
No, they turned around an alley, and through some movement they got onto a cart. So
Right, but-
they're a couple blocks away.
But we would have at least seen Renlock start to run to catch up to them, right?
You didn't follow Renlock.
Oh, then what the fuck are we doing?
Observing.
Observing what?
I said, did you follow Renlock? You're like, no, we just want to watch.
Yeah, watch Renlock from a distance.
Oh, then I would have had you follow him.
Yeah, the implication was follow Renlock, but like stay out of his way.
The implication. Oh,
because we saw what he was doing. Was
okay, if you both meant that,
because
then
I was trying to see if he was being stealthy, and I was like, are we needed? And then I was like, okay, so
Right, because
maybe
we're about to go like
Okay, all right,
megatard on it.
We can make that work. So you see Renlock like take off, try to pull his hood up, and then
Can I cast Shatter on the wagon?
I think you have to touch for shatter.
60
No, you
feet.
don't. Yeah, it's
Oh.
ranged.
Shatter on the wagon. Okay. What's the damage on that?
Let's see. 3d8 on a failed save. So what's the saving throw for a wagon?
I think it auto fail. Doesn't it say something about an object?
A non-magical object that
Yeah.
isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So that sounds like a wagon would auto fail.
yeah.
Like a wheel or something specifically.
Yeah, I think.
Well, if you cast it like in the middle of the chassis, it'd probably blow out all four wheels.
So let me look at some cart stats.
Or at least it'd be like
Wagon.
a bunch of rednecks at a truck pull using their daily driver trucks to try to pull the thing all the way down the track.
Okay, I'll just take average for this.
The good thing about the koozie is a pop filter. I can move it over, and now I don't have a pop filter anymore.
That's
Goes
just
straight
not
to
a good thing.
ASMR mode.
So I can go pop.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Okay, so you'll do your damage, and then I'll have you roll a D100 to see what location you hit.
All kinds of mileage out of the D100.
I know, I'm loving it.
Yeah, where's Simmons when you need him?
Yeah.
11.
Do you want
11.
to roll the D100 again?
11.
11. Okay. And then give me D100.
Do you want to roll it again?
So I'll tell you on a
31.
31. Okay. That is the. Pretty sure that's the hull. I'm gonna use the ship location rules.
The
Make sure I get
tongue.
that.
I enjoy that a ship is a more easy. A ship is a simpler solution than an actual wagon in Saltmarsh.
Yes.
It's a ship on wheels.
Yes.
It's true. It's a land ship.
Pirates. Done. Counters at sea. I think it's.
Oh, let's see. When you cast a spell using spell slot of 3rd or higher, 1d8 for each.
Oh, for each extra. Pressure and objects. Yeah, that's hull. So hull has taken 11 damage. All right. I'll treat the sails as the wheels.
And still running after it.
Yeah. It's pretty quick. What do you two want to do?
Well,
let's roll
so-
initiative really quick.
We had seen him start to run, right?
Yes.
So if we had seen him start to run, then Gunkbog looks over at Yardley and goes,
10.
"Okay."
It's a 10.
A 10.
And then we'd run as well.
Well, I'm trying to put Yardley on my shoulders so I can get Yardley and me with my 80 speed into position.
Can I get initiative from both?
13.
13.
So, how many people are piloting the wagon?
17.
17. Okay. As it is covered, you cannot see inside, unless you have Superman vision.
It is getting close to that time for me.
For you, okay. Probably shouldn't have hit a chase scene.
I'm,
right
okay,
before
I'm
you
okay
gotta
with
go.
Yardley dying.
Oh, damn it! I'll catch him next time.
I got the gangrene on my leg.
Well, tell you what, you wanna head him off at the pass?
Yeah. Well, I was
You gotta go.
intending to have Yardley mount my shoulders again and use my
Do it.
80 speed to get into position.
Well, why don't you use your 80 speed to do Gunkbog adventures? Jesus Christ!
Trying to get the pop filter on as quietly as possible.
Can we take a quick break, real quick? Piss. Okay. All right, that's just an audio marker for whenever you're editing.
Yeah, because I actually need those. I don't.
Not at all.
That's
Okay.
exclusively for something that's also accompanied by a video, or if you're syncing to
The ship is sinking.
remote audio.
The captain had another question for Crimewater.
Yeah, so assuming we retconned his earlier mistake with the sending stone,
No worries.
he's gonna pull it out and he's gonna be like, "All right, you need trust. I'll tell you something I haven't told anybody else. This little guy right here, you know what this is, right?
Sending stone from Anders Solmore's office.
Aye, it's but I bet you didn't know that he pinched it off me.
I'll need elaborate.
Go on.
2 peas in the same pot.
You know, I rolled around with a bard from the Empire, Big Nick. This is sort of a memento he left for me there. Got connections with a pretty illustrious family there. Ever heard of the Klauses? Yeah, that's his last name.
I have.
Aye. This is a one-way ticket to that little golden boy, Justice.
I always wondered what happened to him.
Aye. You tell me what I want to know, and maybe I'll put in a good word for you there for your hearing, considering how influential the Klauses may be.
So what is it that you need exactly?
What's your angle in all of this? You're screwing over Saltmarsh, you're screwing over the Empire, all for these sea monkeys. Why? What's in it for you?
It says sea monkeys. No. It's nothing like that. What's in it for me is the status quo. I want everything I lost. And I'm going to work to get it back.
Who took it from you, Crimewater?
That's what I aim to find out.
Aye.
I think that would be a good point to smash cut over to our chase sequence, which Renlock casts his shatter spell. Gunkbog and Yardley come tearing around the corner. Give me a hot one-liner to end our episode on.
Piss, gentlemen.
Looks like we got ourselves a wagon chase.
Got us a frog strangler here, Gunkbog.
Got ourselves a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff.
Gunkbog, are you all right?
I'm Cowbog now, goddammit.
Oh my god,
Cowbog is canon.
dude,
Cowbog is canon.
I have a hankering to bring back Eberron. Like, just hearing you talk about Eberron over the Rigus episode, I was like, damn, we should do like greatest shits, like the worst sessions I've run, where we
Oh my god.
it's an Eberron theme park. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the whole, like, season 2 was actually just like a theme park ride, but none of the characters knew it.
I'd have to go back and look, but Eberron left off. Did you guys hop on the train?
Yeah, we were going out of town to like a smaller town.
To chase down.
Remember that.
No, we hooked up.
Chased
We
down.
hooked up with what's her face.
Ogre Lady?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think we
You
decided
made
to
a
join
deal?
her.
Yeah. I actually really like that hook that you chase her down and then she offers you a job.
A job in the Wild West
Yeah.
where there's like dust and stuff.
Yeah.
I have played that same druid loadout over like 3 different characters, and
Do you
all
like
of
it?
them. I love it. I've just never been. It's always ended after like 1 or 2 sessions.
That's a shame.
Because I ran it was like a Strahd, I think, with someone, but that just I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't gel with that group super well, and then. I ran him. It was a different character, but it was the exact same loadout, exact same spells, stats, everything.
I am working on a custom RPG that I've called Graves and Sand. I think I told you a little about it. Graves and Sand. It's pretty much you're a gun wizard.
Yeah, you told us that last week.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. I've got some stats. I think that would be fun to sort of put Eberron into. It is kind of its own setting, but maybe I can like play test it with like some Eberron rules. As, like,
I would
a
be
backdrop.
super happy to bring back my computer as Mr. Gutsy.
That would be interesting.
Mr. Gutsy
Sure.
was one of my favorite characters.
He's It's pretty good. Shoob. Basketballs.
Fucking basketballs.
How do you not remember basketballs?
I obviously remember that.
Basketball.
That's it. That's all you need to know. This is basketballs.
He's got balls.
Is it basketballs? Yes. Then Shoob. Well, thanks.
Literally, the cliff notes of Shoob were, why not? More basketballs.
Yeah.
Every time.
Guys, thanks for playing.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.